rubber meets the road, we stand tall. Through the grit and grind, we answer the call. Voices rising loud like a storm untamed. This is where the difference gets its name. Get in the truck, ride the wave of the sound. The 99%, we're breaking new ground. It costs nothing to be kind, that's the creed. Join the 99, fulfill the need. Get in the truck, ride the wave of the sound. The 99%, we're breaking new ground. It costs nothing to be kind, that's the creed. Join the 99, fulfill the need.
And welcome to the 99, a multi-award-winning 99% radio network here in the Fishbowl Studios in Bedford, Texas, sponsored by Glenn Larson Law and the Biker Wolfpack. Oh, I got to howl by myself because Sideshow's not here today. So if you want your accident attorney, Biker Wolfpack, 737-THE-WOLF, 737-THE-WOLF. So today I do not have Sideshow with me. He is in training. So I have two of my best friends with me. I've got British Barnaby, Jordan, and Tanya, Boom Boom Picaretto. They're here to keep me on track. So how was you guys this weekend?
That's pretty good. Busy.
Pretty good? You guys
I
watched the
worked
Super
the whole
Bowl?
weekend.
Not really. I didn't either.
No, I mean I did.
Did? You had to work.
I did have to work, but I found out afterwards the actual. Although a lot of the whole halftime show was in Spanish, so a lot of people didn't understand it. I did actually find out from a colleague of mine the meanings that he brought through, like with Puerto Rican culture.
Yes, it was
actually
bringing the
pretty cool.
culture in through. It wasn't what people thought it was going to be. So I
Right.
heard it was pretty good. We watched the other halftime show. It was
Yeah.
pretty good, but
Yeah, I
honest-
watched the other halftime show.
got glimpses of it.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a lot of messages behind both sides, I think.
It was worth changing the channel to.
Yeah. I wonder what the final tally was on views.
They're not really releasing that.
No? Figures.
Yeah.
Because, we won. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we have some events coming up. I'm going to keep things, I don't, ramble on too much. Try not to ramble on too much. But we have a couple events coming up. We did finally reschedule the Battle Vest 2208 for March 7th. We're going to have it at 1 p.m. at the Texas Harley-Davidson. It did get rescheduled. So we are going to have the Bag Lady Sue event on Friday. You want to pull up the Bag Lady Sue event? We got Bag Lady Sue on Friday night. That starts at 8 p.m. It's $20 donation. You come in, adults only. It's a little X-rated. But all that proceeds goes to the Green Star families. And then the next day, we will be doing the dedication for the Battle Vest 2208. So that is rescheduled. I think we got that up. I will be posting more stuff about that. The event for the Battle Vest prior to that, the Hog chapter is going to be doing a ride. I think kickstands upper at 10:30. They're going to do a ride, and then they're going to do their chili cook-off, which they always have good chili. I think last time we went there was 4 different what do I want to call them? Championship chili meat.
Chefs?
No bean chili, people.
True Texas chili.
No
Yeah.
bean chili. We did a chili cook-off at my Super Bowl. It was just me against Tanya.
I got first place. I don't cook with beans in my chili. I'm a true Texan.
It was beans against no beans. So, yes, I gave her first place because I couldn't give myself first place. Then the
fine.
queso got third.
I would have given you first place too because I don't like beans, so yours will automatically out for me.
I
so.
don't dislike beans. I like, if I'm doing a chili dog, I'm not going to put the bean chili on my chili dog.
It's a northern thing.
It is.
I don't eat
Beans are, yeah.
I don't eat beans in nothing full stop, so I'm sorry.
Is that a
going to win for me?
Is that a British thing?
No, it's just a me thing.
It's just a me thing. It's not a British thing.
No, British things.
Do you have a British style chili? Do they do chili over?
No, yeah, we do chili. We don't. My mum does put beans in it. It's kidney beans, but I don't like them. So whenever she used
That's
to make
very
it for
British.
me, she would she would always take my portion out if she was making it for the family. But no,
Spoiled child.
Brits. I wouldn't eat it. She wasn't going to make me something different.
Yeah.
But no, Brits love beans. Like beans on toast. That's a massive.
Isn't
British
it?
staple.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
like but what do you call that though? It's not beans and toast, is it?
It's beans on
It's
toast.
just called
Exactly
beans and
what it is,
toast.
Yeah.
Thought there was like a fancy
But-
cute name for it.
To me, it's absolutely vile. So no, I'm sorry. Your chili wouldn't have won for me.
I'm more of an avocado toast kind of girl.
Yeah.
Not
Give me
beans.
avocado
Oh, look
toast
at this.
anyway.
What's your avocado toast? I'm going to bring up a quick little commercial from the Battling Betties, and we're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. If you've got that ready. I know I just do.
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitch on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Cattle and berries of Texas. Country first in their hearts. Pin a smile standing at attention. Teasing waves, vintage art. For every soldier, every medical call, every siren. In the dark of the fall, they bring hope, bring heat, bring charm. Like a hook, like a shield, like an arm.
And welcome back to the Fishbowl Studios, the 99% Radio Network. You got Pitbull here and my two girlfriends, Tanya and British Barbie, Jordan and Boom Boom. I don't know which names to call you guys today. Because, you know, it's
Whatever
Pitbull,
flows.
Patricia, Patty May. I don't know what hat I'm wearing half the time. But so we just did my little new song of the Battling Betties. We got a couple events coming up. April 11th, we are going to be doing an event at the DFW Car and Toy Museum, April 11th. What that is, it's a passport passport run, not like a poker run, but a passport run. So there's going to be a couple locations they're going to announce here probably in the next week or so. Those locations, what you're going to do is you're going to get your passport. You're going to drive around to those locations. I think Texas Harley might be one of them. So like, for example, you go to Texas Harley, you get your passport stamped. You get all those locations stamped prior to the event, and you show up to the event. You are automatically entered into $50,000 or 50,000 airline miles to American Airlines. Now, if you do that passport run with your classic car or motorcycle, you get entered to the raffle twice. So you'd have almost 100,000 miles. You could let's travel over here. You know, you need to get your husband or your boyfriend to get that motorcycle out and do a couple of those passports.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, we both have passports, so that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's roll call. All the proceeds go to roll call. All the veterans of Texas. They're gonna have a car show. I have not been to the DFW Car and Toy Museum yet, but I've looked at the pictures.
Awesome.
Have you been?
Yes, it is phenomenal.
Isn't it
You
like
need
a
to go.
private collection or something too? Or am I
Yes.
wrong on that?
No, they've invested into the place, and that's what's in there.
It's all indoors too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like all different
AC,
kinds.
so it's really great to do in the summertime. Kids can run around.
Mm-hmm. I hear it's
great.
very like kid friendly, family friendly.
Very family.
Yeah, so
friendly.
we're gonna have the event there April 11th for roll call. Like I said, the $50,000 or 50,000 air miles, and you can do it twice if you take your classic
So
car.
do you
motorcycle.
actually bring your real passport to do it?
No, they give you like a.
Because I was like, we have passports. We need to do this.
Well, you're not gonna actually stamp your real passport from
Okay,
Harley
couldn't do
Davidson.
that.
Okay. I'm like, but do you have to show one or something?
No, they're gonna give you. I think you sign up. You go to the website. It's roll-call.org. And you're going to go on there and you're going to donate. You can donate. You can sign up to be a sponsor location. I think there's 18 more days left to sign up as a passport location. And then you also can sign your car up to be in there. So once you sign your car up too, you will get the passport because now you're going to be entered twice if you have your car or bike that you're going to drive around to those locations with.
Nice.
And then I believe if you go to the website roll-call.org, you can get the thing to get your passport stamped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Vic
So
doesn't
I'm
know,
gonna
but
be-
we're gonna do that.
Yes, he just got. I think the bike will finally be done. We could probably go too.
Yay.
Maybe these girls have seen that bike on the lift for the past year. I think
On
Yes,
and off.
so
Oh,
then-
year and a half, pretty much.
probably a year and a half. Yes. So after,
But Springer has done a great job on it. It is beautiful. Yeah.
the crossbones is finally going.
It's
too.
worth the wait.
It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. I kind of forgot how to ride. But later on, we're actually going to talk about women etiquette, not etiquette, but women
Passenger safety.
passenger safety
Yeah.
as a rider and a passenger. We have my friend Cynthia that's also going to be coming on. She actually rides. She has our little break-free light that we like, that's about safety and stuff.
Really cool.
And yeah, and then we're going to have Glenn Larson on here shortly. We're going to take another small break and let's do the drop from Cynthia.
Cool.
I'm Sassy Sin with Battle and Betties, and I ride with the 99% Radio.
Hey everybody. Ride, the boy Chio F Food, Olympian, the boy aka Big Cheese, and I ride with the 99.
And welcome back to the Fishbowl Studios. Live here with my girlfriends, Tanya and Jordan. And Tanya, last week we had your sister on, Rhonda, who was doing a charity, and you got to actually go to the event, and you dressed up for the Mardi Gras event as well. Tell us a little bit about that event that she
Well, if
did.
you're going to be part of it, you might as well be.
You got to dress up. It's all about the details, right?
It was the American Legion Post 231 in Pottsboro, Texas, and they actually did the highest fundraiser for the live auction, and they made $20,000 on that. Woohoo!
$20,000.
Wow.
They did.
That's pretty.
They did phenomenal. And then the two winners of the raffle ticket prizes, one was a raffle for $100 cash, and the other one, it also had $100 worth of lottery tickets in it. And the other one was a huge Mardi Gras basket. And there was two women that won, which was totally appropriate since it was women that put it on. It was the Women's Auxiliary of Post 231.
Mm-hmm. And that's a beautiful location out there.
Oh, gorgeous. We
Right on the
actually
lake.
had our wedding reception out there, and it is phenomenal. The deck looks right out over the lake, and they have tables and games and stuff down below the Legion. It's phenomenal. You should go check it out.
It's got a nice setup. They got the flagpoles right there on the water.
Mhm.
Great picture setting. Like she said, she had
Great
a wedding
photo
reception
op.
there.
Mhm.
And how many people do you think she had? I mean, it was probably pretty packed out there. It's a big location.
Oh, yeah. There was probably between 400 and 500 people there.
Nice.
It was packed.
I wish I had the picture just pop up of your outfit. She looked pretty hot. Yeah, so I'm glad she did great. And that was all for the women, or it was for cancer awareness, not
It
just
was
women.
cancer awareness fundraiser, and they actually put the money towards trying to find a cure for cancer.
Nice.
So, but it was the Women's Auxiliary that put it on
Nice. How far away? It's located where?
on Lake Texoma in Pottsboro, Texas.
Probably what, like a hour drive?
A little less than an hour from here, but yeah.
But it's beautiful out there.
Oh,
You
it's
forget
worth
how beautiful it is
it's
when you get on
worth
the
the
metro
ride,
trucks.
and it's a perfect road for a bike ride.
Mm-hmm. They get a lot of bikers out there.
Oh yeah, there was a
bikers.
ton.
Big parking lot for an event out there too.
Yes,
Probably.
and there's a lot of parking, even in like the grass area for overflow.
Mm-hmm.
It was perfect.
You were out there. You made it.
Yeah.
Out there, didn't you?
Well, no, not for the event, but
But
when
for
I went for
the wedding,
Tanya's
yeah.
wedding, yeah. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Well, we're gonna go. I'm cutting things a little bit quicker, so we're gonna go ahead and do Glenn Larson up next. We're gonna go ahead and do his opening here, and we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, this is Glenn with Glenn Larson Law and Biker Wolfpack Law. And I got one simple concept today. Don't be a tough guy. Don't try to do it on your own. And also, don't talk to the bad guys. So what do I mean? Don't be a tough guy means go get medical attention right away and tell the doctors everything that's wrong with you. Make sure to do that, because if you don't, it's going to mess up your case. Number two, if you have a problem with your roof, do you hire a roofer? If you have an injury situation and you need help, hire legal professional representation. Our firm is one of those firms, and we stand ready to help. Number three, most importantly, heaven forbid, do not speak to the insurance companies without legal representation. That's it in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.
Biker Wolfpack Law is a safety organization founded by myself alongside Robert Howell with the primary focus of motorcycle safety, advocacy for injured bikers, and just general protection for those injured while riding motorcycles in the great state of Texas. Motorcyclists have all of the safety information they need, all of the legal information they need, and frankly, if needed, that full-blown legal advocacy in times of injury through no fault of their own.
And welcome back to the studio. We are here live with Glenn Larson Law in the Biker Wolfpack.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
How are you doing? How was your week?
I'm ready to rock and roll as always. I'm fired up, but it's grateful to be alive in this wonderful day that we got outside. Looking forward to getting the message out today about something we're super pumped about with Road Guardians and this bike build that we're doing in Sturgis, and raising money for the museum up there. So it's going to be a wonderful bike build. Lots of people from all over the country are involved in it, especially the folks down at Vagabond Choppers. Want to shout out to Athena down there, Vagabond Choppers, a lot of female builders involved. And when I see a good opportunity, I say yes. So
I know you do.
Right. And I'm so
about
grateful for everything in 99. I know it's been a little while since I've been here, but everything that you're doing, and I really give kudos to Pitbull today. She's holding down the fort really well. Sideshow, I don't know where he is, but I know he's working.
He's working. He's got training.
He's working today, so we're holding down the
Got a
fort.
real job.
So it's noticed. Thanks for holding down the fort
Thanks.
as always.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Are we good? We got Vicky on with us. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Vicky, would you?
Hey, here I am.
Hey.
I don't know what that is in the top. Is that my thumb?
That's cool. Vicky is, of course, the founder of Road Guardians, and one of the most amazing safety organizations across the entire United States. Really a leader in the industry in teaching accident scene management courses. She's been a motorcyclist, a biker, a teacher, an instructor, and it's her personal mission, if I'm not mistaken, Vicky, to really just promote the message of what really needs to happen in the event of trauma on the side of the road, and all of that. And so I use Vicky's and her program and her teachers all across the country to teach motorcycle safety. And usually we do it in the form of a dealership or an event. And we're doing 3 in March here in DFW. And if you haven't taken one of those courses, please look out for posts from Road Guardians or any other for that matter, because I don't know how many times I hear, oh, yeah, I know first aid. No, you don't. No, you don't know how to. You do not know how to put a tourniquet on somebody when they lost a leg on the side of the road. Okay. You don't know how to do that. You don't know how to put shock blankets on people. You don't know how to save your own ass either. So, or if you do, you might need a refresher. And I think my personal mission is to you morally and an ethical obligation to yourself and your family to learn this stuff. If you're going to ride, especially in this Metroplex outside, I didn't say the word and get shut down today. But if you ride in the DFW Metroplex or any city or where there's any cars, you need to take this thing. And especially with all the road hazards that are coming up in the spring, grass clippings and everything, there's just so many dangers out there we all know about. This will save your butt, literally. And so please welcome. And I'm so proud to know Vicky for so many years now. She's associated with many other organizations. It's kind of like every time I turn around and go to a trade organization meeting, she's there, and it's a small world, right? Motorcycle safety is an infinite space, but it's also a small space too, because it's something that we all care about passionately. And Vicky is really got a clear message. She's amazing. We're involved in this awesome bike build that we're doing to raise money for the Sturgis Hall of Fame Museum and the anniversary that's coming up for that. So without further ado, please meet Vicky.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? So I'm coming from Milwaukee area. So I got to just get rid of some. Wait. So anyway, so I'm coming from Milwaukee area. I've been doing this motorcycle safety kind of teaching. And let me explain a little bit more what that is. We believe in avoiding the crash in the first place. I mean, that is the best. Nobody wants to go down. Nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to have to call Glenn and say things didn't go good today, But regardless of our best efforts, we still end up sometimes having somebody else who gets in our way, like they don't respect our rights on the road, whatever that would be. So sometimes somebody goes down anyway, and that's when we need Glenn's help. Well, the other thing that is just kind of missing a lot of times from this whole equation is our disaster plan. Like, what do we do when things don't go right? Like, how do we react? And it's going to take 5 to 20 minutes for EMS to get there. And that's if you're lucky. Yeah. So if you're not way far into hill country, right? So anyway, we need to know how to help each other. Things can go really bad in those first 5 to 20 minutes. So that's what our program is about. I'm a registered nurse, and I've been riding for about close to 40 years now. And as a nurse who rides a motorcycle, people would say things to me like, thank God we have a nurse with us. You'll know what to do if something happens. And I was always kind of like going, well, I know more than you do, but they don't cover motorcycle trauma in nursing school. So we all need to know how to help each other and make things not as bad, So it's a brotherhood, sisterhood thing. And I know you guys are all about that. That's what we motorcyclists do. We take care of each other. So that's what this is that we do. And there's a class at Fort Worth Harley Davidson coming up in March. And, Glenn alluded to that. And we've got a couple of classes at Lone Star Riders at their clubhouse in Louisville. And we've got other classes that Glenn is sponsoring in Texas, but those are the ones in your area.
Austin, really, there's tons of ones in March and April.
Yeah.
One particular question I got suckered into, but we'll see. Well, Vicky says there's going to be a cake, but maybe I'm doing one on my 50th birthday. So if everyone wants to come and party with me on my 50th birthday.
On his birthday, he's going to.
Yeah. So I don't want to be, that person. I can just hear my wife like, what did you say? You're bragging about that?
You're going to do what?
Anyways, what the point of it is, it doesn't matter if it's a birthday or if it's Christmas or whatever, motorcycle safety, period, all day, every day. And Vicky's foundation is really primary in the industry. And I'm just so grateful to partner with her. Thank you, Vicky.
Yeah, so through the years, we've become the largest motorcycle trauma training organization in the world. So we've been doing this since 1996. And we have instructors in 6 countries, 32 of the United States. And, our mission is just to train all motorcyclists how to help each other. We're the most likely person to be there at a scene. But, I'm also primarily a motorcyclist, like all of the rest of us. We do all of the other stuff to feed our motorcycle addiction, right? And that's me in a nutshell.
And sometimes you get lucky and you win an engine, right? That's what happened to you.
I mean, and I didn't win just any engine. I won 124 cubic inch S&S motor with a Super G carb on there, like a racing carb. And it has compression releases because it's got so much compression on it, and it's polished and diamond cut. It is like top of the line. It doesn't get any better than that. So I won that out in Sturgis last year in a drawing, and I brought it home, and you can kind of see that I kind of have I have a few bikes here. So those are mine. The first 3 bikes are mine. So, and then, so those are the ones that matter, right?
Yes.
So my husband's got a couple bikes here, but anyway, I do like building bikes. Did you have a question?
Looks like one of your bikes has a nice little tail thing on the back.
It does. Yes, it actually has a real horse tail. So that's got a full real horse tail on it. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah. This bike's name is Trigger. So that bike was it was my husband's at one point, but he came home one day and said, "Look, I have 3 bikes and you only have 2." And I said, "Well, that's not fair." So I commandeered this one. It's got Indian Larry rotors on it. So it's just a beautiful fat boy that I custom made, and had a custom paint job done on here with my Spitfire logo with the 2 cross pistols. And it's instead of having bullets shooting out of it, it has sparks. And then this is my knuckle head. So see that old knuckle with a kickstart, but it also has electric start. And then I put like my medical thing on here where it's got the heartbeat.
Cool. I like that one.
Yeah, and it's
with the lifeline. Yeah, with the heartbeat.
It starts out here where it says ride hard, and it's got the regular heartbeat that goes into VTAC, and then it flatlines and goes into 2 phoenixes that make up a heart, and then it comes out of the flat line. Sorry about my hands here. And goes out of the flat line and then comes back to regular normal sinus rhythm. So on this side, it says, "Don't die."
Oh,
yeah.
So,
that's important.
but yeah, so it's got nurse knuckle on the rear fender. Oh, again, my finger's in the way here. So trying to get this where you can see this, where it says nurse knuckle. And yeah, So that's a fun bike to ride. It's a hardtail. So
as,
it's
as y'all can see, Vicky is a very much a visionary person, and Vicky, would you mind telling us about your vision and what you want to do with this engine that you won?
okay. So yes, so I won this wonderful engine worth about $15,000 according to SNS, and I was like, well, what am I going to do with this? Am I going to make another bike? And it just kept nagging me that I really wanted it to do some good, and donated it back to the museum so that it would benefit the museum again would be great. But I would also like it to benefit my nonprofit, so my passion. So if I'm going to do that. So I talked to the museum. I said, what do you think about doing something together? And they're like, absolutely. So we decided that it would be great to build a bike around that motor and have something that would honor both our past, which is the museum, and our future, which is Road Guardians and what we do to protect life so that we can go into our future. And I pitched the idea to Glenn, and like he said, pitch me a good idea and I recognize it when I see it, so anyway, I talked to a lot of people, and we have Paco, who is donating a frame, Athena, who's building the bike at Vagabond Chopper, Easy Riders has come on board. They are our official media sponsor. So we have Baker, who is doing the transmission, just all these people that are pitching in to make this bike happen.
Yeah,
And
about my buddy Robert, right?
Well, we can't forget. I mean, I had to save him for something special.
Okay.
Because
all right.
he what gives a bike its personality?
Sure.
It's the paint, right? Like you can do all of that other stuff,
Engine
but
too.
the paint, well,
Yeah. The dress.
yeah, that's the jewelry. The engine is the jewelry.
Yeah.
So
Dress. Yep.
yeah, so it's really exciting. Like to have somebody of Robert's caliber doing this is really amazing, because he really we interviewed him last night on our podcast. We have a podcast every Tuesday night. And we talk about what's happening this week with the bike and the bike build, and introduce people to the players that are involved with this. And we got to talk with Robert last night and show some of his paint and his artwork. And I mean, I don't know how to describe it other than to say that it is top notch, and you don't get better than
Through
his
Sun God
talent.
Graphics, right? That's what it is. In case anybody's looking for it, correct, Vicky? Sun God Graphics.
Sun God Graphics and on Facebook, and he's got several different pages. I'm sure he's got Instagram too, but yeah, Sun God Graphics, Robert Howell, Howell, and
not to transition here. I'm sorry if there's a cutting off. I'm
Go
not
ahead,
very
take it
good
over.
at this, but how can people get really involved and buy raffle tickets? I know they're posting soon. I know they're doing some work on the back end on the links to the tickets.
yeah, they got it done today. They excuse me,
Okay.
I'm still trying to get this back in my holder, so sorry about the bumping around here. I might just have to hold it. So they can go to your website, so
Right.
Glenn Larson Law, and you can just type in Project Guardians and you'll find it. And Guardians with an S, and there's some information right there. That's our one-page tear-off sheet that talks about the players here. And the other place you can go is to the Sturgis Museum, and you can look for the raffle at the museum website, and you can just purchase the tickets right there. So they're only $25 a piece for this, and it's a community build with so many people like Rick Fairless, who doesn't know him, right? If you're from Dallas area, you know that, Strokers. And he's donating to the project, throwing his hat in the ring. So there's going to be so many motorcycle celebrities that are involved in this, and anybody can get involved. We aren't looking for a lot of used parts. It's got to be specific things. You can contact Athena. Her phone number is all over the place, so you can get a hold of her if you think you have something or want to be involved in some way. But that's the idea, is that we want a lot of people doing their touches on this.
Yep, and especially if you're involved in motorcycle transportation and there's going to have to be some logistics involved because it's going to be, just so y'all know, it'll show up at different shows starting there in Florida, and it'll make its way across the southeast and back over to Texas. So we're hopeful to see it at some of our events in late April and May, depending on parts and supply and finishing the project. So we're really pumped to have it, and so thank you so much, Vicki, and most of all for you guys at 99 for allowing us to come in today and
Awesome. I can't
talk
wait.
about this amazing project.
Absolutely. We cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, and seeing something in person is always the best way, right? I mean, you'll notice so many little things. We've got a guy who's going to be doing the chrome etching. We've got another gal that does. She does fabricating, and she's going to be making like a low sissy bar that's going to go on there. So things that are you have to look at the bike.
I love it.
And we'll see that it all gets done, right?
Yes.
So we'll see,
It'll happen.
Hey, Vicki, the way that you're creative and passionate is really well known and well seen. So thank you very much, and thank you for all the time today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
And you're going to be heading up there.
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
be
be
up
up there, and we'll make a drop-in appearance, and Robert and I'll be up there, and then we intend to have the motorcycle itself at SEMA in November with possibly one of the paint booths there that Robert is going to be involved. So if you win, plan on free trip to Vegas also, hint.
Oh,
so
geez.
yeah.
Let's just sweeten the pot.
Yeah, just keep sweetening it. So
I wish I could make it up.
Just buy the tickets, y'all. It goes to really support that great foundation up there, and that it's, I believe, it's golden anniversary there. Silver 25th anniversary of that museum. So it'll go to a great cause. Thank you.
Awesome. Do you have anything else coming up?
We got lots of coming up. Mainly just hanging out with you guys, just getting back to basics and making sure that you come out to I think our biggest one we're going to really all in on is the Hops and Props in late April.
Yes.
So out there, April 25th, right?
April 25th.
So that's the big one for us. And then, if you haven't taken one of those courses, just reach out to me directly through our website or phone number. And, the cost of attending those ASM classes is like between $20 to $25.
It's not much.
It's pretty much a no-brainer because we sponsor about 80% of it. So,
are you going to be doing the Hops and Props?
Oh yeah,
flight?
yeah, we'll be. I don't know about drinking on an old plane. You know what I mean? But
so those of you that don't know, you can actually Hops and Props. You
Right.
can go up in the air in an old warbird and taste beer for, I don't remember how much it was, but it depends on what. Yeah, and all the proceeds go to the Fort Worth Aviation Museum. But I don't know of any other beer festival where you get to ride in an old warbird.
Yeah, and
That's pretty
those
cool.
those local kind of those regional museums, they really need a lot of support right now because there's been a lot of cutbacks, as we all know about in corporate America. So it's up to us and to back each other up and make sure that those foundations are supported, including the Sturgis Museum as well, of course.
Exactly. Yep. And that's
Thank you.
Yep.
That's all I got. No
That's
lawyer
all I
talk today.
got.
Just
nothing.
fun stuff. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sure you were busy though in the ice storm.
Actually, it's the
Ice-mageddon.
opposite of that
No?
because the people weren't,
Nobody was out.
they weren't out. So.
It's
They
true.
were, or they're like, "Oh, I got in a wreck." That's your own damn fault for driving to the grocery store,
Right. I believe that. I stayed in my house. I didn't do anything. I was good. Give me a reason to stay home.
Yeah. On that note, if you do need a referral to someone to deal with a homeowner's claim, we don't handle that, but there's a lot of those claims out there, pipes busting, all that kind of stuff, and those are really tricky to deal with. Reach out to me. I know a lot of firms that do handle that issue.
And that's 737 The Wolf.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Glenn.
Appreciate y'all.
We're going to take a short break, and we will be back with my special guest, my pops, Colonel Lawrence Johnston, with his little charity up in Pennsylvania, Homeless Matters. So we will be back.
What we believe in at Glenn Larson Law is doing one thing and doing it really well. When I meet people, I always tell them we're going to uncover every single rock possible. That's the medical component, that's your story, and your voice.
We've solely focused on personal injury, whether that be a slip and fall accident or a commercial 18-wheeler, a motorcycle or DWI, motor vehicle accident. We specialize in that and that only.
When someone says, my neck really hurts, I know exactly how that feels. There's so much more to an injury case dealing with the pain level that people go through and how it affects their lives. And I know how to advocate to make sure that the insurance companies take all of that in consideration in every case.
We're very transparent and open to always keep them informed and stay on top of their case at all times.
Because we're a little bit smaller in team numbers, we're able to really dive into every single case and develop not only a client relationship, but a friendship and a lifelong connection.
We're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll meet you anywhere, at the scene, in the hospital, at your home. Whatever's best for the client, we will do every single time.
There is a connection component that I believe our firm is committed to. We want to be connected with you and your family beyond this case so that you know that you have a lifelong partner. Not just a case, but a lifelong connection and a lifelong voice. And we look forward to serving you.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Arkangelski, CEO and co-founder of Break Free Technologies. And this is Break Free, a motorcycle helmet accessory that easily mounts to pretty much any motorcycle helmet out there. And it's the simplest way to improve your visibility day or night. Break Free's got a sensor array built into the unit itself, so there's nothing to mount to the motorcycle, there's no wiring. Everything is inside the unit. It's got 100 ultra bright LED lights that light you up during the daytime and nighttime. Anytime you slow down, Break Free activates, no matter how. Engine braking, downshifting, regular braking, emergency braking. You slow down, it turns on. Break Free is a small company. We're only 4 co-founders and 1 employee at this point, and we're all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts. We love riding, and we've created this product for our community. We wanted to make sure that motorcycle riders are safe and seen out there on the roads. We saw a huge need for visibility, and that's why we've created this product.
I'm Santos Lopez of Orange County Choppers and born to ride for 45, and I ride with the 99.
Hey, I'm Natalie Brett, widow of Daniel John Brett, U.S. Army. I am with Three Star Families of America and Heroes in the Sky, and I ride with 99.
And welcome back to the 99% Radio here in the Fishbowl Studios. I have a very special guest in all the way from Pennsylvania. It's my dad, Colonel Lawrence Johnston. He's here to talk about his Homeless Matters charity. Welcome, Pops.
Hi, Patricia. How are you today? It's much better to be here in Texas than it is in
I
Pennsylvania.
know. It's like 0 degrees up there. He didn't know how to dress when he came down here. It's like, it's 80 degrees.
I'm wearing a sweater because it's freezing at home. I just couldn't get out of the habit.
I have my AC on. He can't handle it. But my dad is also a retired Army full bird colonel. So he is a proud veteran. Thank you for your service, Dad.
Well, you're welcome, all.
And I do want to give you something on behalf of the 99. It is a coin here.
Wow.
Thank you for your service.
Well, that is really nice. I
know I'm supposed to
appreciate
do the
that,
whole thing,
Tricia.
but I'm not a veteran, so I don't know.
So she gives me a challenge coin. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here in Texas, visiting with you.
You were in the service for quite some time.
Yeah.
And then you went into private practice, and then you retired from that, and then you couldn't stop moving.
Right.
So now you have a charity that you're a part of.
Right. I settled finally in Pennsylvania. We
Mhm.
were stationed at one time in Carlisle Barracks, and it was pretty familiar with that town.
Mhm.
And decided that was a good
You
place
saw
to
the
be.
need.
I saw the need and met a nice lady, and that's where I ended up.
Mm-hmm. And
So
you guys
about-
started the charity.
for
Jackie
about-
is a
yep,
founder of
Jackie
Homeless
Wolf.
Matters.
That's right. And about 10 years ago, she's a retired teacher.
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, she and another lady saw the need in the school district for some help for these homeless students. And they got some research and they found out that there's somewhere around 200 maybe students in the whole district that just don't have homes. They live on couches or with friends or whatever, and they need things. And so they started this foundation.
Sometimes their only meal is at school.
Exactly. And of course, when they leave, they don't have anything. So they opened up a pantry at the administration building, and they ran that for quite some time, about 4 years. But then a new superintendent came in, and he didn't like outside organizations, I guess, in the school district. So they had to move. And that's when we moved on. We bought a truck, a U-Haul truck, and painted
I got
it.
a picture of your truck.
And we would pick up donations and we deliver them and things. And we started partnering with a lot of other organizations. For instance, Women in Need. And
so it's not just homeless. It's
no, it's not
people
just
in need,
not people off the
on
street necessarily.
tough times.
It's yes, needy, and the people that need a little help,
In
hand
fact,
up for a little bit.
Right when you landed and got here, somebody had, he's very sensitive. This is where I get my sensitive side. So you came down and you were like, I wonder who I can help today, is what you told me. And not an hour later, you got a phone call on a family that was in
That's
need.
just a story.
Just one story of many.
I think it was about a week ago. I just got up in the morning. I said, okay, who can we help today? I swear. The phone rang within an hour. A lady with 4 children was getting evicted because they were going to remodel her apartment. And they didn't have any place to go, and they needed a little start money for another apartment. So we jumped in and paid for that. And from what I understand, she's got a job now, and things are looking up.
The kids are even going through some medical issues.
Her husband had died about a year ago of cancer, and one of the children had cancer too. So it was a really sad situation. And that's the kind of thing. It's an individual help sometimes, and we really enjoy doing it.
And you guys get these calls directly sometimes from the families?
No.
Or the organizations reach out to you to help. They have a family that
That's
came across.
correct. We have a lot of organizations that know about us. And they will call us and see if we can help, because sometimes we're just like the last resort. Other organizations are full. There's no housing, or they can't do it, or
maybe
whatever.
There's more restrictions or guidelines for certain
Yeah,
homes and stuff. And if you got children or if you got other things, you can't go to every.
That's correct. So we do what we can, and it's a variety of things. Sometimes it's food for a food drive, and we donate that to different food banks. We work very closely with the counselors of 3 different school districts, and they know who needs help. And they can't tell us the names, but they know who needs help. And then they'll ask us if we can help a lot of times, and we always jump in and do that. In fact, they're on our board of directors, and that helps us a lot find out what's going on, around the area. So there are eyes and ears out there that tell us where the need is. Women in Need, for instance, over the summer, had families in housing with no air conditioning that's 100 degrees out. And you know what that's like here in Texas. Well, it's even worse in Pennsylvania because they're not used to it.
It's a different kind. I know it's humid here, but it's a different kind of humidity up there. It's thick and it's raw.
Oh yeah.
It's
so
raw.
we ended up buying some air conditioners for them and stuff like that. So we get donations mainly of cash. As opposed to clothing and things like that. Because we can distribute the cash better and buy things that need to be bought.
Right.
It's a really great system.
And you've always told me, which I want to do one down here. He does a fundraiser. It's a fashion show. He does I'm like, we should do a biker fashion
Well,
show.
now listen, the fashion show is not my idea.
Well, I didn't. Well, I know. It's a committee thing. But you get a
I'm
bunch
on a
of
board with all
women.
women except for one other pastor and I, and I happen to be the treasurer by default.
Well, they put the man in charge of the money.
At any rate,
Sorry.
we do a fashion show. Yes, every year. This is our 4th year, and it's even bigger this year than the last year's.
So what you do though, you get local boutiques.
Yes.
That want to be in the fashion show, and then
That's correct.
Pay to be in it. Is
No,
that
no,
how you
no,
get the
no,
money,
no,
or you
no,
pay
no,
from tickets being sold to the event?
Okay, here's how it works.
Okay.
All right. So we have 3 boutiques that put their clothesline in, and they have the models and everything. And they don't pay anything. They just, if they sell stuff, that's what they like to do.
It's advertising.
And we make our profit from the ticket sales. We limit it to 100 people. And we hold it in a very nice place called the Loft. It's run by the butcher shop in our little town. And they donate the event center and the food. So we just produce, we just do the fashion show and everything. And it's a really nice thing. Now this year different. We're having children's put on a play Midsummer Night in between the intermissions and at the end and the beginning, and it's all put on by our Capitol Theater director, and she's going to volunteer that. So this is going to be a great event.
Look at you.
And for $50, you get 2 glasses of wine and all the entertainment you need, and buy your clothes. How about that?
You got me at that.
Yeah. So that's coming up here in March 15th this year.
And so I'm going to post later. I do not have anything digitally to put up, but I will put on a QR code so you can help donate if you're up in the East Coast area, because you're not just up and you don't just help Chambersburg, Carlisle area.
Yes, we do. We just do our county.
Okay.
And that's where the need is, and that's where we live. So that's what we're focused on.
Okay.
We have some other big ideas we're trying to work on, but we can maybe talk about that in a little bit.
Okay, we'll talk about that
Honestly,
later.
if I could just jump in really
Yep.
quick, like that's for me, it hits really home and really personal, everything that you do for people. Like that, you may not realize it, but you are their saving grace when they need someone the most, in that, and you come out and you help them. Like not to get too mushy and gushy, but you know,
I know what you mean.
I grew up not having the things I have today. And I still remember, you know, my mom, I have 3 siblings, and my mom was limited to like 25 British pounds, which is maybe $30, to go do a full week's grocery shop for all of us. And she used to have to, you know, add up what she was picking up at the grocery store as she went around to make sure she had enough money to buy the food and everything that she needed. And I was still young at the time, and so
I didn't realize what she was.
I didn't realize what she was doing until, you know, I found out all of this much later, like we were talking about it. And, you know, I was lucky enough to not have to worry about having a home or not being fed. But now that I'm older, knowing the struggles that my mum and my parents went through, just it's
sometimes they don't know there's a place that they could call.
Right. And
get
I
a little
mean,
help.
Granted, this is in the UK and this was like back in the 90s. So, but just in general, like what you're doing is incredible, and you really are, whoever you're helping, you are their saving grace, because they have no one else and you show up. So
Well, we really
You'll make 'em cry.
enjoy that, doing that. It's I think it's much more rewarding for us than it is for the people we serve.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why a lot of us do it. It's, you know, we enjoy what it does, but it also brings a lot of good to us as well.
Well, we're close with the Children's Aid Society. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but there are children that are either been abused, or they don't have parents, or they don't have anybody to take care of them, and they're in the school district, and they live and go to school under supervision. So they don't really get to do a whole lot. And we go there and throw a party for them once a month. We take Valentine's. This time we're taking Valentine Dunkin' Donuts to them.
Nice.
Last time it was ice cream and hot chocolate.
That means a lot.
And these kids are so appreciative that they would say, "God bless you," when we left. And it would just bring tears to your eyes almost, you know, because they're so appreciative. And they have so little.
When you're struggling, you don't buy those little treats, those little luxuries, just a little ice cream and stuff like that, or some Valentine's.
Well, they're used to hand-me-downs, that kind of thing. So for Christmas, we went out and got name brand things, Nike, you know, good shoes, things like that. And then the teachers used them as trophies for good work. So they would get these nice things if they did their work properly. And it was really nice. It's really good. So we enjoy doing this.
Well, on behalf of the 99% Radio Network, we would like to donate $100 to your charity.
Well, my goodness, that's unbelievable. Thank you so much, dear. Yeah. See, I twisted her arm for that one, huh? No, that was really very, very nice.
Because he bought me lunch
Thank
earlier.
you so
I'm just
much.
kidding.
We appreciate that. Every little bit helps, as you know. Every little bit helps.
I mean, it might not buy some Nikes, but
No. We're not doing that for everybody. Just
kidding.
But
well, I appreciate that, Dad. And so, on another note, you like to travel as well. I'm going to sneak this up on you.
I didn't know that was coming.
I know he's retired. He's traveling. So you got what's your next big trip?
Jackie and I are planning on going to Italy in April. We really enjoy that. We've been there 3 times, and we're going to do almost the exact same tour that we did once before.
I love that. He still
Kinda
plays like
reminisce.
9 holes of golf. Do you walk it or ride the cart?
Oh, definitely ride.
You're riding.
Definitely ride.
I mean, you're up. You
So
He's 80s,
anyway,
and he's
it's
out there playing golf, and you got
good
you're
life.
active. You're traveling. You're doing a charity. I mean,
Yeah. So
that's where I get my energy from, I guess. Right?
that's where you get.
That's where I get my drive from.
Your
That's what-
sensitivities from me.
Hear that, babe? My husband's over there. It's my husband's birthday.
There you go.
I do have a heart.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, we're all going out to Barrel and Bones after the show. So we're going to hit that out. We're going to take a quick break, and we are going to be back here shortly with Janie Balderas and her guest, Mandy Marie. Oh, and I got another girl walking in here. Cynthia's walking in. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break. Thank you, Dad, for coming on. I appreciate it. He's going to be flying out tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Love you. And like I said, I will
Yep.
be putting up a QR code. You guys want to donate, I will share that link. And we'll be back here shortly.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, what do you say? This whole town could be red by the end of the day. If you feel alright, we could throw it and drive. With the radio up so loud they can hear us a mile. Me and you, nothing to do. These days they come and go. Me and you, nothing to lose. I feel it in my soul. So let's let the good times roll.
In the halls where kids fear to tread, tattoo mark foundation spreads its bed with teddy bears and hugs so warm, battling illnesses. They're not alone for long. It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. The Tattoo Mark Foundation brings smiles across Texas. Teddy bears bring smiles to kids in beds. A foundation with heart won't let them be separated. Families gather, friends lend a hand. Together we fight and never stand alone. With every hug, a smile takes flight in the rooms where hope and courage ignite. It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. The Tattoo Mark Foundation brings smiles across Texas. Teddy bears bring smiles to kids in beds. A foundation with heart won't let them be separated. From the smallest to the tallest child, each one feels the warmth, each one feels the thrill. With every bear and every smile, we heal the pain, we mend the style. It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. The Tattoo Mark Foundation brings smiles across Texas. Teddy bear brings smiles to kids in beds. A foundation with heart won't let them be separated. It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. The Tattoo Mark Foundation brings smiles across Texas. Teddy bears bring smiles to kids in beds. A foundation with heart won't let them be.
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star Stitch on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Battling Betty's of Texas. Country first in their heart.
I was in an accident 12 months ago to the day. I was driving on southbound Santa Fe, and somebody did a suicide left in front of me, and I T-boned him at 45 miles an hour. From that point forward, I don't remember anything for the next 18 days because I was in a coma.
She broke 9 bones, lacerated my spleen, put me in the hospital for 21 days. I remember none of it.
Biker Down was founded in 2011 after riding several rides over the summer and seeing, tragically, my friends get injured. And I felt that there was a need missing in Denver and in Colorado for an organization that helped the biker community. As you may know, the bikers are one of the most charitable entities out there, and what we do is provide them a variety of services such as medical equipment, financial assistance if necessary, and a plethora of resources to help them stay afloat during the hardest time of their life, which is their recovery. You know, my biggest hope is that I'll never get another phone call that a biker's gone down, but you know, that's not realistic. So I think my true realistic dream is that we can help as many as we can help, because it is life-changing for them. Certainly donating and volunteering your time, and even if you can't do that, attend our events. You know, attend our event and get a $20 t-shirt for your $20. You know, those kind of things make a big difference in a small nonprofit like ours.
I may just be famous in a small town. Sometimes I may just get around, and I know who I am, and I know where I stand. I'm that good, played in a small town.
And welcome back to the Fishbowl Network, 99%. We are here in the Fishbowl studio with a couple of my girlfriends. They're all helping me out.
Hello. I was watching y'all earlier, so kudos. Y'all are doing great.
We're winging it. We're winging it, girl. It's a girl's day. It's a girl's day today.
I love it. I'm waiting for Mandy. Is she on yet?
I do not think so.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can come back if you want me. I'll bring on Lori real quick, and we can come right back to you if you'd like.
Sure, no problem. Let me check in with her, and then we'll hop back on.
All right, no problem, girl. We'll be right back with you.
Thanks. All right.
All right, we're going to take a little twist on here. We're going to go back to Lori Montoya. She is getting on here. Let me actually make sure real quick. Hold on. Let me, because I told her. Okay. Is she still on? All right, we do have her on. So we're going to bring up Lori. Let's go ahead and do her opening, and we'll get to Biker Down. Welcome back again. So we're back in the studio. We have Lori Montoya with Biker Down. How are you, Lori?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome.
Where is Lori?
I am still in Colorado. Looks like I'm going to be here pretty much till the end of the month. My daughter is opening up a hat shaping bar in Breckenridge, and you guys know we do those custom cowboy hats and fedoras, and so I've been helping her out a little bit, and it's kind of a slow part of the season. I do have some events scheduled in Vegas, and then I'm going to try to go to Daytona, which is around my birthday, and I'll be celebrating triple 23. So,
Nice.
nice.
That's adorable.
Nice. I love
tried-
Breckenridge. Breckenridge is beautiful. I actually lived there for a little bit. I absolutely love Breckenridge, Colorado.
Well, it is. It's a leap of faith, and she managed to rock it in St. Augustine, Florida, and who knew that you could rock a hat shaping bar? But it's a very touristy type of environment in Florida, and she's done really well. And I know she'll. Yeah, I'm gonna close this down here. I know she's gonna do really well in. Oh God, I gotta fix that too.
Shit.
I have a spirit right here.
Oh.
Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. Oh, there we go.
So show me those gloves again, because I need to get me a pair of those gloves. I have my biker girls here with me. We need those gloves. I see it. I see the spirit. So her gloves say,
Get off the phone.
Oh, I love those. I
On the
want
phone.
one of those signs I can light up on the back of the bike to say, put your
Well,
phone down, pay
phone
attention.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one of the reasons I actually created these gloves was because my husband, who rides to the club, is always flipping them off and getting right up by their car and telling them to get off the goddamn phone. And I looked at him one day and I said, you're going to get shot one of these days. You really are. You got to find a way to resonate with people. And I mean this for all riders. We all see somebody that is, texting and driving and things like that. And it's, we want to find a way to communicate. Here in Colorado, it's illegal to text and drive. I don't know what the law is in Texas, but it's illegal. So what I normally do, and we all see them at every stoplight and driving and everything else. I'm especially at night when you're riding and you see the glow by their steering wheel, they're texting and driving.
Mm-hmm.
So what I learned is I found these gloves by another manufacturer and they were like $55. It was like ridiculous how expensive they were. And I took the F-bomb off of it so it would appease everybody.
So that's an option?
Well, I'll give you the name if you want the F, but the truth of the matter is that they're really expensive and they're not as good of gloves.
Then you really don't want to try to piss them off too much.
Well, yeah, and what I normally do is honk my horn and then they look and I kind of say, hey, and I just kind of put my hand up and I just say,
they're reflective. Are they
yeah, they are reflective. You can see from the light.
They're
But
reflective.
they also have here, they're only $26 and they're light.
Yes, I
They're
need
great writing, especially for Texas. But they also have the thing so you can screen on your phone. You don't have to take your
Yeah.
off.
Nice.
So we really like them. They're on the Biker Down. Go to bikerdown.org. They're in the store.
And I like that you got the fingers too, so when you're waving too, you can reflect.
Yeah, to signal you're going to turn or you're getting over.
So, we're always about motorcycle safety and what can we do to be safer on the road. And I wore my International Female Ride shirt today because, since we have a women's episode, it's a really empowering event that is going on globally. And I believe it's May 2nd. Check International Female Ride in your local area. We in Colorado are having ours on May 3rd, only because there's a Chicano Pride ride here that gets probably 5,000 riders. And it's just not worth competing with them to say, and having women that want to ride with their husbands or whatever the scenario. And it's a great event. It's just not worth trying to pull those women off of that ride. It's about our International Female Ride. Doesn't matter. I think every day is International Female Ride. It's about empowering one another. It's about mentoring those new women riders. There used to be a time when we got a bike because our husbands bought us a bike.
I was that girl.
Well, right. But what's happening now, and the reason that Harley and all the manufacturers are really paying attention to us is that we all work. We all have the credit score. We have the ability to go in and say, I want to ride that motorcycle. And so what that is very empowering to women. But, as we say to all riders, just getting your endorsement isn't enough. And, and I see it a lot in Sturgis or in Colorado that you get, And you guys will laugh. We call you Midwesterners flatlanders because you don't ride in the hills the way in the mountains the way we do.
I don't hate it. I mean, I agree.
And so it's a completely different style of riding. You have to really know how to control your bike. So what I'm sure your group does, and what I know a lot of the women group here do, is they really empower those new riders, and they almost assign them a mentor. Just because learning how to really sweep is super important. Understanding the signals, understanding how to keep that women's ride completely safe when you guys are riding is vitally important. Not everything is about just having blockers and blocking intersections and things like that. It's really about understanding. Like one time I was riding with Shannon and all them in Vegas, and I was in the back and I was riding in the left lane, and they were all riding in the right. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm keeping anybody from being able to come up and get into your lane. I'm blocking so that you guys can all ride safe." So if you have International Female Ride Day in your area, do it. If you don't, start it, because
they do, because I think I had an event last year which we didn't know it was, I think, the same weekend.
Yeah.
So I know we were going to do an event. Now that you said that date, I think it's going to be that same weekend. So I'm hoping maybe I can, because we're doing one at Indian Motorcycle. I wonder if we can tie that in.
Yeah, but if for any reason you can't put it together on that date because you have your group or whatever has conflicts, do it the next day.
Yeah.
Empower women to come together, break bread, laugh, and learn some of those vital skills that make you a better rider. And part of that is, and you had Vicky on, and I've known Vicky. I've been doing this for almost 16 years. Vicky and I don't want to say we started out together, but we started out about the same time. And she owes me an award for being one of the longest hosting of accident management. Her and I go back and forth on that. But one thing I want to let everybody know is Biker Down still offers these trauma kits. And people always say, what is the most important safety feature that I should have on my bike? Is one, you should have this trauma kit. Whether you get it from me or you get it from somebody else, it really doesn't matter, but it's vitally important that there's a huge difference between a trauma kit and a first aid kit.
And knowing how to use it.
And knowing how to use it, which is vitally important with the upcoming accident scene management classes that you guys have coming there. Which, do you have that date yet? Because I know I wanted to come.
No, I'm working with we got some new people that are in line at the location, so I have to work with them.
Oh, okay. Well, the point is that what this couple things that you guys will recognize has a tourniquet. If you have to really stop the blood, having something that is a good grade tourniquet with a marker so you can mark the time, having an Israeli bandage and knowing what to do with it, having saline, having breathing barriers, having masks, and at least 4 sets of gloves. Because I mean no disrespect to anybody, but while I may know the people I'm riding, I don't know the people that I'm riding with.
Yeah.
You're handling blood and things like that. The saline, burn cream, bandages, all of that is a great starter kit that we offer as a $50 donation. The bag alone costs $14.99 on Amazon, because many people look at me and go, "Oh, I can do it myself." No, by the time you buy the tourniquet, the Israeli bandage, and the trauma bag, which has the tearaway. So if it's on your sissy bar and you need to grab it, maybe you don't have the bags to hold it, so you can put it on your sissy bar. It's waterproof and things like that. But if you had to grab it, it would rip right off. It's going to cost. It's going to already just individually take you over the $50. So it's right on our website, bikerdown.org, and just super vitally important to know how to render proper first aid until EMTs can arrive. Because
Question, like when you get one of those trauma bags, like how long does it expire? Do you have to do it every year and get a new one? How does that?
No, I don't think your burn cream, you really got to worry about it expiring.
I don't know if there's like certain things in there that might, like.
No, I mean, there's no biodegradable thing.
Burn cream.
I mean, like bandages. Sometimes I found some stuff and I open it up. I'm like, oh, it's.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're using it, recycle it. You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell people that this trauma kit isn't just about having a humongous traumatic accident. You know, you're in gravel and your bike goes over, burns your leg. You want to have the saline. You want to have
just
the
put it on the tailpipe when you're shorts.
Yeah,
in there.
We've seen those videos. But you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of times having a cold compress in there so that if somebody's overheating, you know, having a bottle of saline, if they get a little road rash or burn their leg, that you can wash out the wound. It has a lot of having aspirin, Tylenol, things in there that, you know, when girls are on the road, you know, maybe most women would have most of that in their purse. But my point is just, and having the person that's riding in your group have it in the back of your riding group.
Yeah.
Having the person in the front that's leading the ride, it's going to take them a little bit, unless you have communicators, to know that there's been an accident.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have to come back. So you need to have the people in the middle and the back have these. And for your battling Betties, if you guys decide you want some, you write me directly and I'll work you out a organizational discount. And we want everybody to have one of them. You know, we've done
the heat
that.
Oh, for sure.
You know, we get a lot. We've definitely pulled over multiple times. Somebody's getting overheated because it's super hot, and you know, maybe they had a few drinks. You know, they're dehydrated or whatever.
You know, I'll be the first one to tell you that, you know, and I've had this argument with people over the years, is that I don't see any problem with having a beer and a burger, you know, at while you're out.
Well, yeah.
You know, it's when you are with people and you see 4 fireballs and 2 clubs and, you know, and you know, this and that, and, you know, and then doing some other extracurricular things that, you know, you've got to have the strength to go, you need to give me the keys. Or I'm not situation, not just MC. Or I love you, but I'm not gonna ride with you. I'm not throwing a leg over on the back of the bike with you, and I don't want to be a part of this. You know, I will get you an Uber. I will use my roadside assistance to get your bike home. But you know, that's just a different thing.
Definitive measures rather than wish you had.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we were going to talk about. Maybe I was going to bring up about, you know, being a passenger. You know, sometimes you're out with somebody, maybe you know them very well, or maybe you don't, but you got to be aware if they're having a little too much, that you shouldn't just throw yourself on the back of that bike.
Having a backbone matters.
Listen, if you've met him at a biker bar and he wants to take you for a ride, note to self, how about you come pick me up tomorrow on Sunday?
Yeah,
sober.
I'll have breakfast for you.
I'll have breakfast for you. You know, a hot and a cod. You know, I mean, really, I talk about that all the time with you know, and I've never met you ladies before, and I don't know how many of the episodes you've watched, but I talk about women throwing a leg over on the back of somebody else's bike all the time, and you guys should get insurance reviews. Anybody that's a rider on the back or you're riding your own, is that if you get on the back of that person's bike, you have a right to ask what kind of insurance they have on that bike, because 99.
Right after you ask them about their credit score, right?
Yeah.
Beforehand.
And do you have a driver's license? Is it valid?
I want to see your license, and
are you on America's Most Wanted? You know,
yes, I am your safety girl. I agree with you 100%.
So Lauren, you know, these are all my best friends. You're all biker chicks. We all either are passengers or riders. Yeah. In fact, my girl here has your break free.
There you go.
Got that on there. She rides.
Yeah, so, yeah. But it's just really about keeping any passenger safe, you know, because I don't know that person. Listen, before I got married, I mean, there was biker or not, and you could put out, hey, I just want to buy a back seat today. I'll buy your gas. I'll buy you lunch. You know, I just want to get out with our group and ride. And then, I was blessed that nothing ever happened. But if you're riding on the back with somebody and now you get hit by an uninsured driver or or a hit and run, and now you're in the hospital, of course your first thing is, well, his insurance will take care of it. And then you find out the guy that you're riding with has no endorsement, he has no insurance, or he has $25,000 liability only, and none of that covers you.
Right, because Lori, like even if you have insurance as your passenger person, it's not going to cover you as a passenger on somebody else's bike. Like you're basically going blind unless that driver has
right, which is one of the reasons, as a person that rides on the back, have a conversation with Glenn and say, what could I carry that if I am a passenger on the back, then I know that I'm covered.
I wonder if there is a such thing.
There is. I can't remember what it is, but you can put
it just in like high school, because I remember when I was in like high school, college, we used to go out and be like, I want to ride on the back.
Oh, I jumped on the back of anybody's bike. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go.
Then you take off, and I mean,
you don't think twice.
No.
Listen, I'm going to tell you a funny story. This is a long time ago, but I dated a guy that was kind of like a Rasta, I mean, the dreads and everything else, and he was cooler than shit. By the time you walked in his house and over to the beanbag chair, you were stoned.
Oh, wow.
And so he says, come on, let's go get something to eat. And we hop on the bike. And he rides like a madman. And I'm just like, yeah. And now, after doing Biker Down for 15 years, I think of what could have happened. And it just wasn't my time, God was like, I got plans for you, girl. I'm going to get you home. But really, I can tell you how there was a friend of mine that's wife was a passenger on the back, and I've known these people forever. And he hit a wet spot. It'd been raining. It was hot. The oil and he lost control of the bike, and she's a quadriplegic.
Yep. Oh, yep. There we had one, not too much detail, but they went on the highway. There was just happened to be a little bit of debris, like a board 2x2.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, done. Both.
So since I have you ladies on here, I'm never trying to sell you the Biker Down membership that's $37.50 a month. But I would ask you to think about what kind of benefits you have in your life. Mm-hmm. And we offer the Aflac accident policy. If you can get Aflac at work and you don't, go into your HR and get it, because that's usually short-term disability. So if you're out for 6 months healing, if you've got that kind of benefit, you probably have health insurance. So you're going to be able to keep your nose above water. But if you don't, if you run your own business, if you're selling candles, if you're selling, if you're an independent woman that just doesn't have the ability to have those employee type of benefits, please consider the Biker Down membership. It includes the Aflac accident policy. It pays you anytime you're in an accident. Forget the bike. If you're in the car, if you are mountain climbing, if you're whitewater rafting, anytime you go to an ER or an aftercare, you're getting a check from Aflac.
People are crazy in those parking lots too.
Yeah. In those really serious accidents, it pays you $300 a day in the hospispital. I walk in sometimes and go, you're making more on Aflac than you made changing oil. I mean, I don't know. Not everybody makes $300 a day, but it's cash money paid to you. And again, in that example of my friend, she was in ICU for almost 40 days, and then she went to rehab and things like that. She would have gotten almost $27,000. And let's be honest, the $37.50, you got to give up a Starbucks and maybe a pizza every month. It's risk versus reward. I want to ride balls to the walls. But what if it happens? And sadly, in the event of a fatality, an accidental death, it gives you a $35,000 accidental death benefit. So now that family that you love is no longer worrying about how they're going to bury you. And I know that's not what we want to talk about, but the truth of the matter is this happens in our world. And I just ask you to consider it. If you own your own business, call an Aflac rep. You can get it on your own. But if you would consider it, and last but not least, it also comes with the nationwide motorcycle towing. by a certified motorcycle tower. And you don't think
Okay.
that's important until,
Yes.
until you need it.
It is.
Reality isn't always pretty.
No, it isn't. And you know, if I'm going to go into Harley and buy that $85 shirt,
yeah,
you don't think that insurance is worth it?
Yeah. You know, I mean, I think about what I spend on accessories and my weekends. You know, I really think about that. When most people, when they tell me, well, I can't afford it, I usually look at them and say, you can't afford to not have it.
Yeah.
Because you're running on empty, and it's like my life before I got married was a fine-tuned engine. As long as nothing went wrong, my car didn't break down, my washer, everything, I could afford everything as long as nothing ever went wrong.
It all keeps working.
Yeah. So anyway, that's about. I know you've got a really great guest coming on. That was really all. I do want to tell people about. Can I play my Biker Down app video?
Absolutely.
And I would just ask all of you to get on your Android or your Apple, look up Biker Down. The app will come up. It's a great way to get the help request to us or report an accident and stay in touch with what we're doing. So if you don't mind, will you have him play that? And I will say, God bless you guys.
I love your hat. That's
Thank you. I'll make you one. It's got a skull.
It's got a skull on hats. I almost wore my custom hat today.
Well, I will custom hat you up, girlfriend.
Yes, you will.
Thank you.
All right, have him play it.
All right, let's play that.
Bye.
Bike hits the pavement, chaos kicks in, seconds matter. The Biker Down Help app is the lifesaver. Quick tap, instant alerts to your crew. Before hitting the road, everyone's got it downloaded, emergency deets locked in. It's like having a guardian angel in your pocket. Once a buddy went down and boom, app opened, crash reported, and the cavalry was on the way. No one rides alone. Download now and ride with peace of mind.
I was in an accident 12 months ago to the day. I was driving on southbound Santa Fe, and somebody did a suicide left in front of me, and I T-boned him at 45 miles an hour. From that point forward, I don't remember anything for the next 18 days because I was in a coma.
She broke 9 bones, lacerated my spleen, put me in the hospital for 21 days. I remember none of it.
Biker Down was founded in 2011 after riding several rides over the summer and seeing, tragically, my friends get injured. And I felt that there was a need missing in Denver and in Colorado for an organization that helped the biker community. As you may know, the bikers are one of the most charitable entities out there, and what we do is provide them a variety of services such as medical equipment, financial assistance if necessary, and a plethora of resources to help them stay afloat during the hardest time in their life, which is their recovery. You know, my biggest hope is that I'll never get another phone call that a biker's gone down, but you know, that's not realistic. So I think my true realistic dream is that we can help as many as we can help, because it is life-changing for them. Certainly donating and volunteering your time, and even if you can't do that, attend our events. You know, attend our event and get a $20 t-shirt for your $20. You know, those kind of things make a big difference in a small nonprofit like ours.
I may just be famous in a small town. Sometimes I may just get around. And I know who I am, and I know where I stand. I'm that girl, played in a small town.
Welcome, Janie Balderas.
Thank
How are you doing? back, I should say.
I know, the House of Balderas.
The House of Balderas.
I know. I keep thinking about that every time.
I do. Every time I say it, I have to say that.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I was thinking, what if one day I did something like a merch thing and it was like House of Balderas? It was like, it's so funny.
Like
But I wanted to welcome, thank y'all again for having us, but I wanted to welcome a special guest today on my music segment. Her name is Mandy Valento. There she is. She's so gorgeous. I see you right there on the screen. I have listened to her music and it is so inspiring and she's amazing. She has a beautiful voice. And I want to just kind of talk to her about it and introduce her. So Mandy, how are you doing today?
Take it away.
Good, a little nervous, but I'm
I
all right.
know. My first time I was nervous too, but just be yourself. I mean, it's all good. And it looks like it's a Women's Day today, to be honest.
Perfect.
I know. We have all that, support right there. But I know that you've been writing songs for a while. Can you just tell us a little about that? How long have you been writing and what inspired you?
Well, I've only been writing songs for like maybe 2 years.
Okay.
2.5 years. My best friend got very, very sick. She had cancer. And that's kind of when I started writing. I didn't have a way to really deal with it, I guess. And it just kind of helped me get through it. And she was still with me where we could kind of do it together. And since then she's passed. So a lot of my songs are about her and her struggle and what she's gone through.
I'm so sorry about that, but I get it because music is healing. It's a healing for a lot of people and a lot of songwriters. That's where it all starts from. It's like, oh gosh, something happened, like a life event, and they just start writing and then it just goes from there. But I totally get what you're saying.
I never thought I would be doing this at all. So it's kind of a surprise to me as well.
Well,
but
it's a special gift for sure. I'm sure God placed that in your heart to, for you personally to heal. And sometimes when we write songs and we perform them, others can relate to it. And it's like, oh gosh, it's like I've been through that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I always feel like
and there's some songs where I'm like, nobody is going like, you write a song and you're like, wow, this is, everybody from all different situations can kind of be like, oh, I felt that. I still feel that, but some of my songs, I'm like, I don't know. They're just so personal where you're like, but I'm putting it out there anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because the song that you kind of had that you're on the fence about is probably the most powerful song. You're like, oh gosh, I wasn't even gonna, see that or release that, and it's like it's just so powerful. And,
exactly.
That's why sometimes I'm like, oh, don't release that. No, that's too. It's like, no, do it.
I go through that same thing.
So if you feel it in your heart or that touch or that gut, it's like, no, just do it. There's some songs that I'm sure you do. You write for yourself, just for yourself.
Exactly.
And they're not out there.
So
and
many.
That's okay. Yeah, that's
far
okay
more.
Because
or for my family.
Or for your like I'll do that. It's just like for my husband or something like that. So it's just, it's so songwriting. It's so amazing that we can just touch lives, with one song. That's what I know you probably feel the same if you can touch one heart, out of 100, people or so. But
definitely. And I get to play my music when I'm at work a little bit. I work on an ambulance, so like I'll play it for the patients, when they're
I love it.
On the way to the hospital or something.
Because your voice is it's just so beautiful. It's so I know it's gorgeous though. But
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Do you have anybody in your family that's musical, or is it just you?
I don't. And my family's like, they're not musicians.
Oh
gosh. Into my music like I am.
Well,
my dad is my biggest fan. I gotta say that. My dad is my biggest fan for sure. But the rest of them, they're just like, okay, but you're working on the ambulance still, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you about that too. But yeah, it's
get a suitcase and move to Hollywood, and
you have a special gift, and that's great. You know, and I'm sure they love it. I'm sure that. Do they have you sing at holidays? Like, can you sing this song or something?
We do play my songs.
Okay.
I don't like get up in front of them because I'm actually like really shy about it. So,
yeah.
But we do play them. We play them all the time. So
I love that. You can share that with them. So who is your favorite artist? It can be any genre, but who would your favorite? Yeah. I know
really
it's
like-
hard if you can't.
There's so many of them. There's so many of them. Gosh, there's so many.
If one pops out, just
Pink.
sticks out.
I like Pink. I like Pink a lot. I think
Oh,
she's
okay.
fabulous. I know.
Oh no, that's okay.
Right?
I mean, I've seen her not in concert, but like YouTube and things. So.
Yeah, she can do anything. I don't know how she does it. She's singing upside down while she's twirling, and I'm just like, I get dizzy, bending down to tie my shoes sometimes. I'm just like, how does she do that? She's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even get to ask, do you play any instruments, or is it just you just songwrite?
I don't. I really enjoy like the writing part of it more than even the performing part of it. Like I wish I could write songs for somebody else to sing because I would be much more comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But right now I'm like, if I don't sing them, nobody else is, like they're never going to be heard. And so.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that this is one of the platforms where you can share your music and talk about it. And, I know you said it's your first time, but you're doing great.
Yeah.
We always have that first time. And then the more you do them, it's like, oh, okay. It's okay. But
it's easier then. It gets easier.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's good.
Get nervous too. So if you could share the stage with a famous artist or even any artist, who would it be if there is one?
Gosh, I have no idea.
Okay, that's okay.
I would rather just be backstage, like I wrote them the song to sing up there.
You're like, just sing it for me. No, it's totally okay. Okay, speaking of ambulance driver, I love it. Is that your occupation right now? Is that what you're doing?
Well, technically, no, I don't drive the ambulance.
Okay.
Because there's actually two different positions when you're on an ambulance. There's an attendant and a driver. And I feel like the driver doesn't get a lot of patient contact. And like, that's really what's important to me. I feel like the most important thing we can do is make a difference in the life of another, and so I feel like if I was driving, I wouldn't be in the back and I wouldn't have the experiences that I've had and be able to make that difference as much. So I'm an attendant, and that is what I do. I'm in LA County here, and I love it. I love it.
Oh,
so
yeah,
much.
and you are in California. I think I forgot to mention that. You are
Los Angeles.
Okay. Oh gosh, you're like right there, smack dab in the middle. So, that's great though. I love it because, like you said, you want to just like help and touch lives, make a difference, and that's just what you're doing in the ambulance and what you're doing as a songwriter. You're like double,
I'm trying.
No, that's great. I love it because even. If there's a day that someone's just going through something in the ambulance, they're there. I mean, you never know. You may just like.
There's just so many opportunities just nonstop. I mean, just even walking into like a nursing home, there's so many patients there that they don't have any contact with anybody ever. They don't have any visitors. They don't have, and you're just walking down the hall and you just say hi to each, oh, hi. Oh, I like your shirt. Just anything. It just brightens their whole day. And like, I know that's something so tedious, but it still makes a difference. I mean, it's not like I'm pulling somebody out of a wrecked car and saving their life at that moment, but I get those moments too, but I think it's important to embrace them all.
Oh, of course. I know you have a new song that's out. Do you want to tell us about that so we can also play that song? It's a brand new song that just got released, right?
I just released an album called The Untold, and there's 10 songs on there. I'm not.
Oh, nice.
Which one would you like?
Which one? Well, the very latest, the Untold you have would be. Let's just do Untold. Is that the one that's?
Yeah, that's the album. There's 10 songs on it.
Is that the favorite one? Though I want to do one that
I think everybody really likes. God's Clock. I think that's everybody's favorite song.
Okay, we will put that in queue, but I wanted to see what your favorite was. So.
Oh, my favorite. Okay, my favorite is the number 1 song on the album, and it's called Because of You.
Okay.
That was my favorite song to do. was very personal for me, and I just felt so much better after I wrote it, and so I love the way it came out. I love everything about it.
Well, if you don't mind, we'd like to play that real quick, if you don't mind.
That'd be great. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Let's take a little break, and we're going to hear Because of You.
Because of you.
Woo, love it. Amazing. Amazing. You are just so amazing and inspiring at the same time. Ladies, did y'all have any questions for her?
We were cheered.
Okay. That's okay. I just wanted to give you an opportunity.
Song came on and all of us go, oh.
It's beautiful. So I know after hearing that, there are people that want to hear more music. Where can they go to find all of your music?
It's everywhere, I guess. It's like Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, Apple.
So all the digital platforms, basically.
Yeah, it's
Mandy
everywhere.
Valento, that would be the name because everybody has
it's under Mandy Marie.
Okay, great. That would help. Okay, and no, it's okay because they're probably like
Mandy Marie.hearme.
Yeah, there you go.
.com is where I was able to find your music. So hearme.hearnow.com. You can hear, but also like you said, any platform you can play it in your car. But if you want to hear like all the the song, the album, you can go to mandymarie.hearnow.com.
Perfect.
It was beautiful. My girlfriend over here said she listened to the whole album last night because I shared it with my girlfriends.
Oh my
And they
gosh,
loved
that's
it.
amazing.
I gotta ask then, which song did you like the best?
Honestly, your first one.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one?
The one, Hear Me Cry.
Oh gosh.
You touched my soul because I know so many people that's in that position and they just don't have that backbone that you've had through that song.
Yeah.
So you're already touching lives. That's amazing.
Thank you.
I love it.
Do you have any live events coming up at all that people can come see you, or?
No.
Not I'm booking you somewhere. I can find somewhere.
Maybe I'm getting braver, but I'm a pretty shy person, so I just maybe one day.
Yeah.
And that's, it's like I'm getting there. I'm just starting to sing in front of like small little groups. So sooner or later.
No, I get it. People think I'm ready. I'm not. As soon as I walk out of this room, boop, don't talk to me.
I love it. You're so sweet. I love your personality, and you're just so humble and kind. And just thank you for sharing part of your journey, your stories, your music. I mean, pray blessings and favor over you and what you
Thank
do
you
with
guys
this
so
music.
much. I'm so honored that you had me on. I really appreciate it. It's just
thank you. And
amazing.
anytime you want to come on, you are more than welcome.
Okay.
I'm going to that backbone grows so you do get to reach more people.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. I'll get there.
Well, thank you so much, Mandy, for being here and taking your time
Thank you guys
out
so much.
To just talk with us and share your stories. And we appreciate you. And you have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye, y'all.
Thanks, Janie.
Thanks.
Okay, we're going to do a quick drop. We're going to do the break free light real quick, and then we're going to come back with my panel of women, and we're going to do our little take on women's safety as a passenger and a rider.
I'm Sassy Sin with Battle and Betties, and I ride with the 99% radio.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Arkangelski, CEO and co-founder of Break Free Technologies, and this is Break Free, a motorcycle helmet accessory that easily mounts to pretty much any motorcycle helmet out there, and it's the simplest way to improve your visibility day or night. Break Free's got a sensor array built into the unit itself, so there's nothing to mount to the motorcycle, there's no wiring, everything is inside the unit. It's got 100 ultra bright LED lights that light you up during the daytime and nighttime. Anytime you slow down, Break Free activates, no matter how. Engine braking, downshifting, regular braking, emergency braking, you slow down, it turns on. Break Free is a small company. We're only 4 co-founders and 1 employee at this point, and we're all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts. We love riding, and we've created this product for our community. We wanted to make sure that motorcycle riders are safe and seen out there on the roads. We saw a huge need for visibility, and that's why we've created this product.
Yeah. Turn it up, turn it up. This that 99% radio network. Broadcast and respect. Mic check, let me talk my truth. Old souls riding out, still young in the booth. Patch on the back, still horse on the road. Flags in the wind, heavy heart still bow. For the ones who serve, boots in the dust. For the ones who ran in when the world yelled rush. Badges and dog tags, names we say. Every single show, we remember that day. 99% strong, we stand together.
Here at 1010 Aussies, we're going to find you your forever pet. We specialize in miniature and toy Australian Shepherds. All our pups are pet and family friendly. They're socialized, basic training, and a health guarantee. Check out our miniature and toy Australian Shepherds at 1010aussies.com or call us at 817-286-8888. 213-6698.
My name is Carol Saint, and I ride with 99.
Hey, I'm Homie, and I ride on the 99. You can watch it every Wednesday, 99% radio.
Hello, beautiful people. I am Chaz. I ride with 99, baby. Woo! 99% radio every Wednesday. Stay tuned. Woo! Y'all be fantastic. Right.
Welcome back to the 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl Studios with my flock. There's another name I call them, but I can't do that on the air.
Ride or die.
Ride or die. There's a bunch of F's in it, but it's the same thing. But yeah, so I have my panel of women here. I'm going to introduce. I got Barbie, British Barbie Jordan. She actually runs some things down at the Drover, down in the stockyards. If you know that place, it's fantastic. I think you don't have any events coming up, but we'll get back when you do. I mean, if you, you guys have been down there.
Oh, I've been there. It is phenomenal.
She got to walk me through like the bar area. I didn't have a room because they don't let us regular
we
folks
stayed
just
in a
wander
room,
around.
and it is top notch. You will not stay at a nicer hotel, more elegant dinners. It is. There's nothing you will want for staying there.
Yeah,
she's obviously been wined and dined.
It is it's a Marriott Bonvoy autograph collection, so it is a one of a kind. There is no other hotel Drover in the world. We have some one of a kind pieces. It's very boho Western style,
so Texas,
but it is very Texas. But we make it feel, everyone comes in like, oh, it makes you feel so at home. So that's just kind of the style of the hotel.
And the pool. Oh my gosh. The pool is out of this world.
I would just stay for the pool. I just want a day pass, please.
Oh, there you go.
No.
Well, we
no,
don't.
They wouldn't let us in there for a day pass.
We don't.
That's
offer,
like a whole nother episode of Landman.
We don't offer day passes at the Drover. But girl, you can use my discount at any time.
It's
Stay
a
in the room.
different level of elegance.
And it's a great location. You're right down there in the stockyards. It's that new road-ish.
Yeah, so it's right down the end of Mule Alley. So as you go down Mule Alley, you'll pass multiple different stores like the Shake Shack and Scoops, which is an ice cream store. At the very end, there's a big white, almost like hacienda style building. You can't miss it, and if you do, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's huge, and even if you're not staying there, you're more than welcome to have a drink at the bar, go inside, take a look around. We actually get more tourists per year than the Eiffel Tower in Paris, if you can believe that. So
no way.
Yeah, so you don't have to stay there to go inside the hotel. Just
that's wild.
It's crazy.
It's because you guys serve booze there.
Oh,
that's
yes.
why. I don't
even just the scenery. But even just the scenery is eye-stopping. I mean, you will stop and be in awe of every scene there.
Yeah, great photo ops, everything.
Christmas, something fierce. It is gorgeous.
Christmas is above and beyond, and then some.
That's your peak season, obviously, for any
summer
resort.
and Christmas. Yes,
Yeah.
a lot. Well, to be fair, a lot of hotels.
Summer, I bet that's fun. People fly in the summer in Texas. They're like, "Oh, it's great! Oh my God, it's 150 degrees outside."
Yeah, so I mean, most hotels at Christmas time are actually pretty dead, because a lot of people are coming in for like their families and stuff, but not the Drover. We are. Probably the most stressful season is Christmas for us, but it's always worth it. It's amazing. So.
And then even out back where it leads to the sidewalk that goes along the Riverwalk and whatnot.
But you forget that there's a Riverwalk back there.
No, it is beautiful. And it's a perfect place to take a stroll with your significant other. And while you have your drink and then go back up to your room, it is beautiful.
I don't know if I've ever gone on a stroll. Just saying. Anyway, so the Hotel Drover. This is my baddie, my flock, and then we got Cynthia over here. She's also part of my battling Betties. She is Sassy Sin.
I am.
She is also a rider. She rides an Indian motorcycle. She's pretty badass. She was the one that has my drop with the brake free light. So we're gonna get in about safety with that. And then I got Miss Tanya Boom Boom Picaretto. And we've done a lot. You've helped me out with a lot of my charity. She's a good support. I mean, I know you don't have a hotel to talk about. But
But anytime you need me, I
But
will
she's
always
one of
have
those
your
rider
back.
guides, and that's what this is about too. Is like all my girls who come from different walk. We met through motorcycles. That's how we came together as a sisterhood, and that's why I have these ladies on. We're going to talk about women's point of view on the bike. So we had Lori Montoya on, and she kind of brought up a topic about, insurance, which I didn't even think back in the day when I was in my single days. And, people were like, let me get a ride.
When I was in my single days, I would go on vacation and be like, I want a ride from you.
Yeah.
And before you knew it, I was gone. Everybody I had went with was like, where did she go?
Just went on a ride.
They knew I would pop back up, hopefully. But
whole nother day now.
And I'm glad you brought that up because as a female rider myself, I rely on my health insurance.
Yeah.
And I mean,
But
I
does
know
it cover
my
that?
bike has insurance, but
are you covered? But you, as you say, you're a rider. You think of it differently, like
right
as like a passenger. I mean, I ride a little bit, but I'm more of a passenger princess. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, hey, there's nothing
But
wrong with that.
You don't think about it as the passenger. You're just thinking, oh, I'm going for a ride. I'm thinking if something does happen, you think that motorcycle rider is going to have you covered as same way a car would have in a way. You
Not
covered, but I don't even
necessarily.
think does a car.
Yeah,
when
not
you-
always.
Do they don't necessarily take care of the passenger's medical? Do they? They just take care of.
Depends
the
on if they have liability only.
Depends on in that. Yeah,
But if you've got full coverage, then yeah,
exactly.
they would.
So I mean,
There's if you have like a PIP plan, which is a personal
Protection.
Protection insurance, whatever. I know that covers up to a certain amount of money for you, as well as if in a car accident, if you hit another car, if they get injured.
Right.
But I never thought about it for a motorcycle.
Right.
So
But knowing if they're endorsed is just as important as knowing if you are
Absolutely.
covered as well. Because to be aware is to be alive.
yes,
right. Absolutely.
100%. And also what Laura was saying, being aware, having your insurance, asking them like, how's your credit score, all those other things. Ask if they have the insurance. If you're going to get on the back of that, if they're willing to, if this is going to be the guy you're going to pick him. He should have the insurance that's going to protect you. If it's a first date and he ain't got the insurance, then just think how the road's going to go from there.
Or if you
on
just
out.
saw him in a gas station
Right.
parking lot, you probably don't know if he has the insurance.
Or
right.
So cover your
ask him
own
to see the
self.
card, because that motherfucker probably going to say, yeah, I got it.
Right.
Come on, pretty lady. No.
CYA ladies, cover yourself.
Well, and it's crazy because I'm sitting here looking at something that I typed up for the show itself. 42% of male riders only complete the actual MSF course and get their endorsement.
See,
42%.
That's crazy.
That's a lot lower than I thought.
Same.
That's a lot lower than I thought.
So we have a lot of riders out here that are not even correctly taught.
Well, I do know. I mean,
Riding
I'm
Or
not-
certified.
I'm not on a board in a club or anything, but I do know most clubs they have to have the endorsement to be in there. But I know that sometimes that
Yes.
slips out depending on who's whatever.
My husband is endorsed, but the
endorsed.
insurance
I'm
I know
endorsed.
does cover me because I cover and take care of our insurance.
Mhm.
But before I took care of that, I honestly don't know if it did or not.
Mm-hmm. And to think about, since you did do the insurance, how on average, don't give me an exact number, but you're only adding another rider on there to be covered. It can't be
Whether
in
it's
the
me or
scheme
someone
of
else.
things, it's not that much.
I honestly think it went up like $12 a month.
That's not
a Starbucks.
A drop and a half.
$12 a month. That's not even Starbucks. That is one.
That is one craft cocktail. I know
At the
because I
Drover,
had
yeah.
them before I came here. $12 at that restaurant. But yes, you just get rid of that one.
Right.
And then you got your covered. I think it's very important. I think women really don't think about that when they're on the back of the bike. They think, let me get some pictures. Let me, I look cute in my outfit. Let me get on the back of the bike.
Right.
And now I'm not saying necessarily everyone. I'm not painting a broad stroke by any means, but you do any rally or any festival thing you've gone to, there's girls that came not on a bike. Right. And they didn't come with anybody.
To be
so
aware
they're there
is
to try
be
to find a
alive.
biker. It happens. It's the thing. So you girls out there, that's who we're talking to.
Right.
Right.
If you have insurance on your car, you can have insurance on yourself no matter what you're on. So look into it. Think about it.
And if you play your cards right, he'll pay for it.
Right. And actually,
may not just
and
be a
Trish,
first date.
you brought up an amazing point. You said about gear. So, for me, so the first thing is when you think of motorcycles, people think of speed or danger. But honestly, since I am a passenger,
dirt and leather.
right? Since I am a passenger princess, honestly, it's not just about speed or danger. It's a lot of it comes down to safety and understanding your role. So, you know, I always say that passenger injuries don't happen because motorcycles are unsafe. They happen because the passenger doesn't know how to act when they're on one. They don't know how to act when they're on one. So like you said about what you're wearing. So I'm not going to sit here and act all angelic and say that I don't. I definitely have. There have been times when I've ridden without a helmet. There have been times when I haven't been wearing long sleeves or long pants or anything like that. Or it's right. We live in freaking Texas. It's like 112 degrees. Like you're about to melt. However, recently, about a year or so ago, I lost a dear friend to a motorcycle accident, and he wasn't wearing a helmet, and that was the reason that he passed away. And so for me now, wearing a helmet is not wearing a helmet is not an option. That is number one. Whether, you know, wearing long pants, even if it's not a long sleeve shirt, I'll wear a shirt that at least has some sort of sleevage to it, not what
I've definitely gone from like a half face to a full face.
Yeah,
like, I always wear my full face.
Honestly,
I mean, you only get one brain.
Exactly, right.
And you can't fix it.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a broken
one
bone.
of the only things that you can't live without. So you know, closed-toed shoes is always best. We were talking earlier about burning yourself on the tailpipe of the bike. I mean, shoot, I wear jeans 98% of the time, and my ankles still catch it, you know.
On each leg on my calf.
But it's so, I mean, it's about the gear, and Cynthia, I think you have stuff.
I do. She's got some examples of
I
you got some gear that you brought.
Yeah, always prepared.
You know, one of the things
She's our safety girl in our group.
One of the things that I was taught in the class is at GATS, all the gear all the time. It doesn't matter where you're going, if you're going to the grocery store up the street or you're going out for a long ride, at GATS, all the gear all the time. And it's especially important for women, you know, that you get gear that's made for women because it puts the padding in all the right places.
I feel it in there.
Yeah, it has the padding in there. And this is the kind of padding that when you hit the ground, basically it hardens and it protects you.
It's flexible. It kind of feels like it'd be, I can't see it obviously, but it feels like it'd be like a hard plastic that's woven, but there's holes so it bends.
Right.
So I mean, but it's sturdy, but it's not restricting
But
your
if you
movement.
no, it doesn't.
Ground, it gets
Because it's not like it's going to be like a pad, you know, like you think, you know, protection. You're thinking like a shoulder pad or like a
She's
fucking
gonna pull
jock
one out
cup
for
thing,
you.
whatever the hell that is.
See
Jock
that?
strap.
That's what it looks like.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
but
that's
it's
tough.
amazing what that will do in the time of road rash.
Right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, like, you know, just as a reminder, skin loses every argument with that pavement every single time. If you're not wearing like proper gear, or even just, I mean, I'm not saying like I mean, again, I really should. I personally don't own a pair of those pants. I really need to get one. I'll always wear jeans though. But even jeans is gonna help you. Like if you ride in shorts or God forbid a freaking skirt or dress, my lord. You know,
Come on, mate.
Skin loses an argument with the pavement every single time.
Absolutely.
Without
And you
fail.
spend all that time on your makeup and your outfit, and you want to just fuck it up real quick? No,
just have some like gnarly road rash on you, you know.
Just saying. I mean, you spend a lot of money on your stuff. You look nice. You should have same amount of pride in your protection on the bike.
It's kind of like the same thing as the insurance.
Exactly.
Right.
How
And I
much
mean-
are you going to invest in your life and yourself versus how you look?
How many of you guys have invested money in tattoos? Do you really want to mess those up? I mean, really, do you really want to mess them up?
That's true.
I don't.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money on that ink.
That's
Right.
It's true. Yes, exactly. I mean, I know there are scar stories, but that's not the scar you want to have, and you want to be able to walk away from it.
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, minimize the damage. You know, being out. I'm looking right at the damn highway. Being out in those highways here, I know riding circumstances are different. Like Lori was talking about Colorado. I mean, you're up in the mountains and stuff. That's dangerous, but I feel like we have a little bit different kind of danger because you have to have all the other people you have to pay attention and all the other people that are not paying attention to you. And we don't really have any shoulders to go on. There's not grass to fall on. You're on highway. You're on a concrete jungle all the time. And
You're going down, zero F's on how they're driving. They don't care.
Absolutely.
You're going down on concrete, really, really dry dirt. Because there is no
four-wheelers and their road rage, let alone on their cell phones.
And that's the other thing, the road rage. Okay, let's get into that real quick.
It is
because
crazy.
We all have very aggressive men. That might not be the right word I want to put. No. As a driver,
manly men.
I said that wrong. But we're on the bike, and there are times you get people that don't understand bike etiquette, which I'm not, no harm to them. I mean, I didn't know much about bike etiquette or anything until I got into the motorcycle world and into an MC. I didn't realize, cars are going to cut into a parade line. They don't know, or they're just ignorant. They're on their phone. There's all the things. So being a passenger on the back of the bike, you really have to control yourself too.
Oh yeah.
Because you get angry too, and you want to
flip them off
all
and you
those
just
things.
So or fling pennies all over their windshield, or
I've had my. I don't know if I'm
okay,
going to
don't upset you.
That's going to be trouble if I say that I've had pennies in my pocket. But yes, there's things that you do. But there's etiquette. You want to be friendly to everybody else. You realize everybody's got a hard day. Everybody's probably on their phone. You don't know if they're on the phone going to a funeral. You don't know if they're doing everything.
Right.
They're distracted. We've all been distracted on the road. But to be prepared and also not have an attitude. This is where I get pissed off, is when you get bikers and four-car wheel people, cagers. We all have road rage. It's controlling yourself.
Right.
You got to quit going after the person because they cut you off, or if they cut
Teaching
you off
them
and
the
you're
right way.
You got the girl that's on the bike that thinks she's a badass because she got on the bike once.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. She wants to float the birds around everywhere. Now you just put the driver in harm's way. So, I mean, there's a lot of etiquette into it.
I mean, you were saying like you put the driver in harm's way.
They don't know you're back there flipping off everybody behind them.
But you
don't do that.
I mean, but rolling off of that, you put yourself in harm's way as well. So safety as a passenger isn't just about what you're wearing. It's about how you are on the bike. So, how you sit, how you move, it really matters. You want to sit close to the rider, not lean back like you're on a couch. Like, that's not going to help anyone.
Communicate with the driver as well.
Absolutely. So, you're going to keep your feet on the pegs at all times, even when you're at a red light,
wrap your
even when
damn
you're at a
legs
stop
around.
sign.
It's not cute. You're scratching up the paint
No.
job. Don't do that.
And
you got buckles on your shoes. Don't do that. I tell you. They got mad at me.
You're going to hold on to it. Preferably, you're going to hold on to the rider's lower waist. You're not going to wrap your arms around them completely. You're not going to put your hands on top of their shoulders. That actually throws the balance completely off of the bike.
It is a balance thing.
It is really a balance
or
thing.
choking them around the neck.
Right. I mean, on your hands either need to go onto grab bars if they're like kind of close to you or like in front of you. The bike that my partner has, the grab bars are behind me, so I don't do that. But just hands on your lower waist and just a soft grip. You haven't got to like grab on for dear life, because if you're grabbing on for dear life, that's
freaking him out.
That's a couple of things. One, you're freaking yourself out. You're freaking him out, and that probably tells you that you really shouldn't be on that bike if you're that scared to be on it.
You need to find another man.
Or just take it one step at a time. Like Trish, like Tanya said, communication is everything. So give him a tap if you're good, 2 taps if you want to pull over, because any person that's your rider, if they respect you enough, they'll pull over versus having you freak the F out on this bike.
Well, and my husband, like, for example, when he signals to get over, he'll tap my knee for me to continue signaling until he has changed lanes completely.
Because that's the thing.
Or if he's going to speed up and accelerate, he will double tap me to let me know, hang on very tight, because we're fixing to take off.
Yeah.
Or he'll point down, there's stuff in the road. Like, there's a signal for that, but communication is key, especially when you are on the back of someone's bike.
But you said, like, there's signals that you should watch as a passenger. Like, if you're not in the front of it, you do see somebody point to the road. So you should know, hey, there's something. If your rider doesn't see it, you can pay attention. They pointed to something, or I know we're going over a bump. I need to pay attention.
Let them know.
And then also even signaling too, like you said, I know he taps you, but we have a thing where, and as you know, we rev a certain way if we're going left or right. So
One
then we
rev
hear
left,
them, and then
2
we
revs
put our hands
right.
down and help the other people behind us, or even cars. If we're trying to get in, those cars that are passing us that have nothing to do with us, they're just on the highway. They're coming up on us. They don't see we're small.
Little bitty
They don't see that
lights.
tiny little blinker in the back. But if you put that arm down, hey, we're going over there. can
and
be-
like
it
back
doesn't mean
off.
we get automatic rights to
They
go
will
over
let
there,
you
but
over
hey, you want
normally.
to get over there. That's what people think. They
It's,
think
it's
a
making
blinker-
yourself more visible.
It's just making yourself big and being aware. So as a female rider or a rider, whatever kind of, if you got a muff, whatever you have a muff on the back, I don't know, whatever what preference is. Not my, whatever.
All
Moving on.
riders should be aware.
But getting a communication, and once you do get a communication with that rider, you start knowing their rhythm and their ride.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
I even know before my husband puts on the blinker.
I do too.
We're going that way.
yeah.
Okay. Think it's
Mhm.
helping them out. Because
Like I said, once left, twice right. Like
Yeah.
I already know. I'm like, oh, here we go.
And then so with that, so it's, a lot of people don't realize, again, you kind of, okay, and when I say this, hear me out here. So you kind of move with the bike. So if the rider is making either a sharp or right or left turn, whatever it may be, or even just on the highway, like a curve. So you don't want to like throw your whole body to the whichever side they're going, and you definitely don't want to throw your body to the opposite side that they're going.
it's kind of like your head's up here, your body on the bottom is
Just
going with the
kind
bike.
of move slightly. So a great tip really is to look over the shoulder of your rider and the direction that you're going, and your body will just kind of naturally kind of flow that way. You haven't got to go from like 0
Do
to
not
100
fight
and
the
like
direction with the bike.
No,
As soon as
absolutely
you
not.
fight that direction,
Again,
you're gonna,
balance. You're going to throw that off. You're going to throw your boat off.
because they're going to have to now readjust that weight,
overcorrect,
and then now you're
on
in
a
pickle.
curve or a turn that's going to be even harder. So, it's a balancing act of not going from 0 to 100 and just like yeeting yourself to the right, but just slightly leaning. And it helps just kind of with the flow
and
of
I
the
have
bike.
found like with guys, because I mean, most guys have never been the passenger on the back of a
No.
motorcycle. But
That
what
would
they
be
tell
funny.
the girls are like, "Oh, you're just getting on. You're just going to lean with it." It's not necessarily that, because you start doing it's a whole nother.
You hold your shoulders and your head up straight, like you're proud of
keep-
your
yeah,
man
your-
that's
your
riding
top of
that
your body
bike,
is up.
and you let them move your hips like they naturally would, and you will cruise right along with the rider.
Yes. I think that is important. I think that's the one thing I noticed when I
set up straight.
You got your club guys and they bring the new girl around, and I hear them say, "Oh, you're just no, girl, get over here. No, come here.
This
Come
is
here.
what you actually got.
He's already had too many
Come here,
beers.
come here.
Listen.
Here's a ponytail holder. Here's my jacket. Here, what size shoe are you? Okay, put these on.
You don't have a helmet? Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you guys. Have any other good points that we should bring up that we maybe didn't pick up?
Full face helmets.
When
I met my husband, he had 2 half helmets that he never even used, and now we actually ride with full face helmets because
I'm with you
your
on that.
brain matters.
I'm with you on
Don't
that.
make it be matter on the street.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, absolutely.
I will say, yeah, definitely the full face. I did the half face for a while just because it's hot and you just think, oh,
And
it's
it's
hot.
cute.
But after a while, like after so many
No.
people, as you guys have all been in this life for a while, we've gone
Yeah.
through too many people that have passed.
Mhm.
And so after you get that kind of edge and like, you know what, I'm just gonna wear the full. I'm just gonna wear the full. I mean, it has ventilation. I know it gets
And look
hot.
at
It
Red
might
Hot
wipe
and
off
Speed
your
Zone.
eyebrows, but that's
They
fine.
wouldn't have been
Take
here
your eyebrow
without their
pencil
helmets.
with
They
you.
would not have, and they've got
Right.
2 young kids.
And they have 2 young babies. If they
Yeah.
would not have been wearing full face
Oh,
helmets that day, they would not be here.
Yeah, so
And
2 of
So
our
to be aware is to be alive.
2
Let's
of our
use the
close
brain
friends.
you have.
Absolutely. And I will say on the full face helmet, it's so important. Don't buy it just because it's cute.
No.
Buy it because it's actually safe. There
And
is
DOT.
the DOT.
DOT.
I actually like to take it myself one step
Okay.
further. Mine actually has something called Snell rating on it. I like the Snell rated because that's actually that's the European version of safety, and they kind of take their safety like one step further.
Oh, exactly.
Which I
way
kind of
further.
like. So when I
Us
bought the
Ours are
helmet,
Snell
it was
rated as
Europeans.
well.
Right.
Well, it's actually, unlike in Texas where it's you can wear a helmet or you don't have to, it's not law. It is the fucking law in the UK. You are not going on a bike
Stricter than a seatbelt.
without a full face helmet as well.
Full
In the UK,
face?
that's not happening.
Yes.
Yeah, it is the law.
I
you
mean,
will
if
get
you have
pulled
to
over and
wear
you'll
a
go to jail.
seatbelt, why can't it be mandatory to wear?
Well,
a helmet?
exactly.
No, they're stricter than a seatbelt law.
Oh yeah,
Like they will pull you over in a
think-
and you'll
heartbeat.
you'll
I
go to
mean,
jail like that. Like no
I get
questions
like
asked.
some people want the ride free, and I've heard people arguing about I'm just gonna wear the sunglasses is all they have to wear.
Right.
Yeah.
let's be real here, people. What is the sunglasses gonna do?
Your brain matters. Don't let it be matter on the road.
Right. It's like
Something
shatter
else
into your
happened.
brain.
But anyway, yeah,
Exactly. And I mean, it's I mean, my
I love
my
that you
helmet,
bedazzled the whole thing.
right. When I bought it, it was just a black plain helmet, not cute, not
Ours are
pretty,
plain
but,
black.
So's mine.
So this is our group name, which I'm not gonna say.
Can't say that loud, but that's what it is.
So I decorated it to something that I like, and I made it pretty. And I also, Lori Montoya,
Chance over here.
actually spoke
Those
about
are
this.
phenomenal. We don't have those.
This is that Break Free, and I found out about it actually from Doodle on a Motorcycle, and I mean, like, I think I want to say like a week later, I heard Lori talking about it. I'm like, I have one. Yay.
Yep.
This thing is phenomenal. It actually will, like, when you hit the brakes real hard, it'll blink.
Doesn't want to work for you now.
Right. If you're downshifting, it will actually,
Flash.
illuminate. If you hit the brakes, it'll illuminate. If you brake hard, it will blink. And it just gives you more visibility on the road.
It puts that
Especially at
visibility because on
And
a
they're
motorcycle,
online.
they're usually a little lower than we got big Texas trucks here. Their visibility is a lot higher. So now that light is a little higher in their visibility, and they're gonna
Right.
see that red light as opposed to being down below the bumper on most cases.
Absolutely. And it just gives you that much more visibility. And it's one more step toward that safety.
And it easily mounts on the back of your
It
helmet,
does.
right?
So you get the little mount that comes with it, and you just basically kind of snap it on there. And forgive me if I can't do it at the moment.
You got a
because
messed up hand or a whole.
I got the messed up
Hold
hand,
this.
yeah. But it just snaps usually real easily.
just had
Forgive
surgery.
me, I just had surgery. But
Slides
it just,
in or-
yeah, it just kind of slides in there and snaps back on.
I can't
You don't need any kind of
it
an
right
app
side up?
for it. It's right side up.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Oh,
There you go.
Yay,
Thank
Trish
you.
did it.
You don't need any app. It's not Bluetooth.
see.
It is its own independent thing. It has a gyroscope in it, so it knows
Gyroscope?
Gyroscope.
That's a
Yes.
fun
Big
word.
word. Big
I
word.
like that word.
So it senses what's going on around you. It senses when you're coming to a slowdown, and it'll do everything for you. All you have to do is recharge it. And I only have to recharge that thing about once every month.
You
Wow.
ride a lot too.
I do.
She does.
When
her
I
hand's
can.
Yeah, when you have full modes
yeah.
of both hands.
Yeah.
Well, let's
That
play
won't
that
be
quick
long,
drop
though.
real quick of the Break Free from Cynthia again. I know we played it already, but let's go ahead and play that again so you guys can see what it's about.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Arkangelski, CEO and co-founder of Break Free Technologies, and this is Break Free, a motorcycle helmet accessory that easily mounts to pretty much any motorcycle helmet out there, and it's the simplest way to improve your visibility day or night. Break Free's got a sensor array built into the unit itself, so there's nothing to mount to the motorcycle, there's no wiring, everything is inside the unit. It's got 100 ultra bright LED lights that light you up during the daytime and nighttime. Anytime you slow down, Break Free activates, no matter how. Engine braking, downshifting, regular braking, emergency braking. You slow down, it turns on. Break Free is a small company. We're only 4 co-founders and 1 employee at this point, and we're all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts. We love riding, and we've created this product for our community. We wanted to make sure that motorcycle riders are safe and seen out there on the roads. We saw a huge need for visibility, and that's why we've created this product.
Hey, there's that timing thing. That's what a co-host does. Anyway, we're back here at 99% Radio in the Fishbowl. Welcome. We're back here with my ladies. One of them had to go back to her Valentine's dinner. We're gonna let her do that. We'll let her go be passenger princess. So we're gonna get back. We have a couple more things we want to talk about. We were talking about women's safety and in general biker safety. It's not just women's riding gear; it's men's riding gear too. But we're focusing on women riders as well today. And we wanted to also bring on. She has gloves and other things she wants to talk about. So what other safety gear do we need to consider as a rider?
Speaking of hands, gloves are very important. The first thing that we do whenever we trip, we fall, we go down, we put our hands out.
Or you do your elbow like I did.
Yeah, or that.
I still can't touch anything on that elbow, you know that?
You want good riding
Some
gloves
lessons
that
are hard to
actually-
learn.
that actually protects your hands. You don't want to buy some cutesy gloves. You want something that's actually going to protect you.
Not just leather, though. I mean, a lot of people think leather. I mean, that's going to be the skid, but this is going to the extra.
But
Absolutely.
look at the knuckles on those.
And I have the knuckles because of bugs, because of rocks, because of other things that come up. They'll hit you in the knuckle, and it
Right.
hurts.
That's when people are
What'd you
talking
say?
smack. Like,
right?
What'd you say?
Say it again. Say it again.
one more time.
It's
At least you're
just-
pretty.
It's super important. And I got mine in like Dayglow yellow because it's just more visible.
Exactly.
Visibility.
Guilty of this. My favorite color is black.
Right?
We love black, and a lot of riders just wear black.
Right.
So I think putting on a
Right.
glove that has a color, or even like Lori's, they had a reflector on it. You have
Right.
a little bit of that. I know some of our cuts and vests, or whatever you want to call them, jackets, have a little reflector. Some people don't even do that. They're just a black bike and 2 taillights.
Right.
So really try to be visible because nobody's paying attention.
Right.
You think about you're just this tiny little thing, and they're already not paying attention.
And during the day, that's one thing, but at night,
exactly. I ride a
and
black
you drive,
bike.
you
I have
ride
a-
out during the day, but
You're
guess
gonna-
what? You're riding home in the dark.
Prepare for the whole
Absolutely.
day ride. Yeah.
Absolutely. I ride a black bike. I have a black helmet.
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. It is bedazzled. I did put LEDs on my bike, to
Yes.
make it more
Good.
visible.
Mhm.
I have my brake free to make me more visible. I have, Dayglow on my gloves to make me more visible. And I mean, I have 2 or 3 different types of jackets, and one of them, this is more of like my summer jacket. I didn't want black because
Is there
Texas
a thing
hot
called
Yes.
summer jackets?
There's
So-
a winter jacket that's thicker.
Just saying. Summer jacket.
Again, we don't have to always look cute. It's
But
nice
that
to
one's
look cute,
airy.
But this one actually has the perforation in it, and it has all the protection
Yeah.
in it.
And you get a lot of airflow through
Oh,
it more than
yeah,
what
look
you
at
would
that. You
think.
got
Right.
shoulders in there. But you don't feel like you get hot overheated.
No, because I got a lighter, like gray
Seems
color
like-
for summer. That way I don't get overheated because black
And dehydrated.
It seems like there's
And
a lot of
dehydrated.
ventilation though. It's
Mhm.
not the
Yeah.
thick fleece or anything. It's very breathable.
Right.
I mean, you can see through it.
And see, dressing in black all the time can actually end up dehydrating you.
And it's also
which you will need the
more visible. And again, you can make it cute. I put my own patches on it to personalize it more to me.
I like that.
That is really
Yes.
cute. I love the lung hearts.
Right. I do too.
She's my Halloween girl.
I'm the Halloween girly. So it's all about staying safe out there, having a good time.
It's not a fashion show when you're on the bike.
No.
I mean,
No, it's not.
And I will say there are chicks that there's certain things I've seen, even when you are the fashionista, like you like to wear sometimes your skirts and stuff on the bike.
Oh,
there
I
are
do.
things too, if you do, they strap on over your boot or
Mhm.
your shoes. And it's a leather thing that will go all the way up, almost like a
Over your
thigh-high
legs.
boot, but without the shoe part.
Mhm.
There are things that you can wear, and then you take them off when you get there, and you still have your outfit
When you
on.
pull up, you take them off and you put them in the saddlebag, and you're still in one piece.
Mhm.
Exactly.
There's so many options. So don't just think, I don't have the money, I don't have this. You ain't got the money for the hospital bill either.
If
So
you don't have the
let's
money
think
for
about
the
that.
year, you don't have the money for the hospital.
Exactly.
So what are you doing on a bike?
Exactly.
I agree. So I appreciate this, ladies, for coming in and helping me on my first solo show.
It was a lady show.
Little lady
Anytime.
show. So appreciate you again. We're going to be heading out to Barrel and Bones afterwards for my
Yes.
husband's birthday. But I also want to take a quick second. I want to dedicate this show to a buddy of mine. I've known him for years. I'm not going to get into too much detail about it. We got some devastating news about him last night. He unfortunately passed away. Yep.
Peacefully in his
Yep.
bed.
I thought I could get through that. So we want to dedicate, and we're going to do a little moment of silence for Magnus Gray. All right, buddy. We will see you on the other side. I hope you're riding up there with Spade. So next we have the Mongo. Is Mongo on board here? Did he take a bathroom break? This MO. So we're going to go into the Mongo here as soon as he gets back on. But yes, Magnus, great guy. I'm not going to get into it. But I don't even know why I went back into it. That one's really hard for me. We just found out about it last night. Much love. But he's not on yet.
He's not in pain anymore.
He's not in pain anymore. But yeah. So other events, I know we're waiting for Mongo to come on. I think he had to take a break. He's probably smoking a cigar or something like that in California. We have, like I said, we have a couple events. She's part of my Battling Betties. We have booked the dates-ish for the Beers and Betties in July. I think we're going to do it in Keller again. I have a couple dueling locations for that. We have the April 11th event with Roll Call at the DFW Car and Toy Museum. Then there's Hops and Props, April 25th.
The Pancake
Lots of
Fly-In.
fun.
We have the Pancake Fly-In. Rosie the Riveter Day. That is,
what
shoot.
date was that?
She'll pull it up. So we got a bunch of events coming up with the Battling Betties. You can follow us on Battling Betties of Texas on Facebook.
March 21st.
March
It is the
21st.
Fly-In Pancake event. Battle and Betties will be helping out. And it is at the Vintage Fly Museum in downtown Fort Worth.
That is so cool.
That was a good event last
That
year.
was so much
it's
fun.
basically a huge air hangar. They got planes in there. You go in. The Betties were making pancakes. You go in there and donate. We had raffles and all the things. It was a nice day.
That's when they let me put my bike out there on the
You
airstrip
did.
in
She
front
had-
of the
I
plane.
think you just got that bike.
I
not too
did.
much- Yes.
Oh,
we
it
got
was
the
so
Polar bike
fun.
up in front of a vintage bomber plane.
Yes.
And take photos for the pinup with her on it.
Oh,
Yes.
that
Pretty
is
cool.
really cool.
And Pitbull took the pictures for me.
Oh, showing her natural talent again.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Well, when you see a pretty thing, you just.
And we got some pictures of you on my bike too.
I did. I didn't ride a bike.
I saw a lot of pictures of that, but I didn't get to go to that event.
We're going to get it planned again.
I'm going to have to go this year.
We just booked. I know we were talking about it earlier because I know they had the women's riding event that Lori was
Yeah.
talking about. So I'm going to have to figure out if I can coordinate that with them as a stop. If not, then I don't want to take away from that event. But it's May 2nd, Indian Motorcycle. We have the second annual Pinups and Pistons coming up. It will be a pinup contest and bike show. And then we have booked the Harley Davidson for August 22nd. It's going to be a Baggers and Betties pinup contest. And usually I think it's $1,000 for her place. It's pretty big. That's a lot of outfits, ladies.
It is.
So it looks like it's May 1st is International
So
Women's
May 1st, so
Riding
we're good.
Day.
So May
International
2nd.
Female first Saturday in May. So it'd be May 2nd.
Dang it. We'll figure it out. Maybe they can be a stop.
Absolutely.
I'll find out who you are and I'll talk to you. But I like it.
She's going to pin you down.
Mongo, where are you? You're killing me here, buddy. You've been on the whole damn
killing me,
show.
Smalls. You're
The
killing me.
whole damn show you've been on. And then when I
Had to go
need
for that
you,
cigar.
you're gone.
Get that stogie.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, watch out, you're on there.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Well, I mean, he is in California. You got to give him a little bit of a leeway. Just a little bit.
I mean, he's only 2 hours behind us.
Is it 2?
2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How about that? All right. Well, do we have something to go to until we come back? Just kidding. We're going to take a commercial because I'm going to figure out where the hell Mongo is. Toodles.
My name is Art Lee. I invented LifeVac to protect my family. Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Daddy.
That was us over 10 years ago.
Now, LifeVac is responsible for saving over 2,000 lives from choking.
We started this company in our garage, just hoping to make a difference, because over 5,000 lives are needlessly lost each year to choking incidents.
Help LifeVac on our mission to save lives.
In the time it takes you to pick up the phone and call, another life could be saved.
LifeVac's patented design creates a one-way suction to remove food or objects obstructing airways. All you have to do is place, push, and pull. And just like that, LifeVac can save a life from choking.
Quite frankly, I thought I was going to die. The LifeVac saved my life in 1-2 seconds.
Get your very own LifeVac now and get 20% off. Visit lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac.
As my personal promise to you, if you order a LifeVac and have to use it, LifeVac will replace it free.
LifeVac works on adults, teens, or toddlers and can be ready in seconds and last a lifetime, guaranteed.
Best of all, you can even use a LifeVac on yourself, the elderly, physically impaired, or those that other methods may not be possible or are dangerous. In the event of a choking emergency, you could save a life, even your own.
Thank you, Daddy.
Life is precious and time matters.
Choking can happen anywhere. Help us put a LifeVac in every home, school, restaurant, car, office, everywhere.
Protecting families has always been our mission. I'm sure you love your family like I love my daughter. Do us all a favor and get your own life back now.
LifeVac saves lives. Order one for your home, the office. It also makes a great gift. Use promo code Jackie and save 20%. Don't wait another minute. A life might depend on it. Go to lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac. That's lifevac.net or 877-LifeVac. Order now.
What we believe in at Glenn Larson Law is doing one thing and doing it really well. When I meet people, I always tell them we're going to uncover every single rock possible. That's the medical component, that's your story and your voice.
We've solely focused on personal injury, whether that be a slip and fall accident or a commercial 18-wheeler, a motorcycle or DWI, motor vehicle accident. We specialize in that and that only.
When someone says, my neck really hurts, I know exactly how that feels. There's so much more to an injury case dealing with the pain level that people go through and how it affects their lives. And I know how to advocate to make sure that the insurance companies take all of that in consideration in every case.
We're very transparent and open to always keep them informed and stay on top of their case at all times.
Because we're a little bit smaller in team numbers, we're able to really dive into every single case and develop not only a client relationship, but a friendship and a lifelong connection.
We're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll meet you anywhere, at the scene, in the hospital, at your home. Whatever's best for the client, we will do every single time.
There is a connection component that I believe our firm is committed to. We want to be connected with you and your family beyond this case so that you know that you have a lifelong partner. Not just a case, but a lifelong connection and a lifelong voice. And we look forward to serving you.
Pickles, and I ride with the 99.
I'm David with Thunderbird Biker Supply, and I ride with the 99.
Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm Misty, and we're with POF, and we ride with the 99.
Hey y'all, I'm Janie Balderas, and I ride with the 99.
This is where the difference gets its name.
Biker Wolfpack Law is a safety organization founded by myself alongside Robert Howell with the primary focus of motorcycle safety, advocacy for injured bikers, and just general protection for those injured while riding motorcycles in the great state of Texas. Biker Wolfpack Law is a division of Glenn Larson Law Injury Attorneys, which is my firm. What's different about Biker Wolfpack Law is it's a community-based, event-based connection component to make sure that motorcyclists have all of the safety information they need, all of the legal information they need, and frankly, if needed, that full-blown legal advocacy in times of injury through no fault of their own.
One of our big events is we do ASM classes, which are accident scene management classes, which are put on with the Road Guardians, group of riders that are usually EMTs, doctors, nurses that also ride. And so they know what can happen when you're out there by yourself. And so it's a very intense class, like how to do tourniquets, how to get a helmet off of a person without hurting their neck more, how to get somebody out of the middle of the road. We do those a couple times a year, and the more safe riders are out there, the better it is.
The second division and component of Biker Wolf Pack Law is to sponsor local musicians at bike nights or other community events that involve motorcyclists, but also just the community as a whole. And then third is larger charity organization events or rides to get out in the fresh air and have some fun. What I love most about representing bikers and motorcyclists across the great state of Texas is really one thing. It's about hearing the story. It's about going to motorcycle events, constantly meeting new people and making new connections. One of the reasons why I started Biker Wolf Pack Law was to defeat and counteract many of the biases that are out there that, quote, motorcyclists are just dangerous. Make sure that motorcyclists are seen as exactly who they are, very hardworking, very responsible, and very dedicated individuals that deserve the justice that they need.
We just wanted to let you know we're on the High Seas Rally, and it's very lonesome here at the bar without you. But Gary and
It's made up for it.
Has made up for it, and we just want to say, we ride with the 99.
We miss y'all.
We love you.
Yeah. Turn it up, turn it up. This that 99% radio network. Broadcast respect. Mic check, let me talk my truth. Old souls riding out, still young in the booth. Patch on the back, still horse on the road. Flags in the wind, heavy heart still bold. For the ones who serve, boots in the dust. For the ones who ran in when the world yelled rush. Badges and dog tags, names we say. Every single show we remember that day. 99% strong, we stand together.
Welcome back to the 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl Studios, brought to you by Glenn Larson Law, the Biker Wolfpack. So we are here waiting on Manga, but there happens to be something, we don't know what's up, so unfortunately if I don't hear from him in the next 2 minutes, we are going to cut the day short, but that's fine. There's something happening. But I want to thank you, my ladies that have come on. I want to thank my guests. My dad flew in from
phenomenal man.
He has been the biggest inspiration. He's always he was a dentist. He was a dentist in the military. So I actually was a dentist. I was a dental assistant because of him, because I wrecked my car when I was 15 and he made me work for him. And so then I became a dental assistant for 22 years.
Set her into her career.
It was. It did mold me. He always had my best interest into it. So does my mom. But you can tell you guys have seen my mom on the show.
Polar.
So it's like this,
opposites.
and then it comes in, and then you get me in the middle.
Yeah,
and then it goes back like that.
You really are a half and half of half your dad and half your mom.
Mm-hmm. And it depends on what day you call me too, because
energy, dedication, talent.
It's mom's the party animal and dad's a little more reserved and quiet.
Yes,
you're
But
somewhere
set
in
her
between.
on that
my,
track.
my dad came to visit me last year during Halloween. If you guys know me, I throw out Halloween like crazy.
Uh-huh.
And my dad is such God bless him.
Reserved.
He's a reserved Christian, So he comes to my house and I have skulls everywhere.
He's a good man.
And he's like, I think you need to go to church.
He went
I'm like,
prayed for you.
You came down for Halloween. But yeah.
Yeah, but how do you explain the rest of the year? Because you still have skulls in the house the rest of
We
the
didn't
year.
talk about that, Cynthia.
That it was that. But he did come down now, and it is. I do still have bats on my ceiling.
And skulls and yeah.
But,
You
like
are
the
who you
balance.
are, and we love you for who you
It's
are.
a way of life.
Please, stop it. I love you too. But yes, I love my ladies. A couple of them couldn't make it today. These are my flock. We actually call ourselves the fuck off crew. I'm not gonna lie, because we flock together. And if you don't like it, you can fuck off.
And we'll fuck you off together.
You can flock off.
But I don't think Mongo has gone on. He's not on, so I hate to cut him off. But we are going to wrap it up here. And I want to say to everyone, I hope you drive safe. Be out there. Much love. And if you can be anything, be kind.
Be kind.
Yes.